the roots. He let the out the roots, he let the beats build, bitch. And we never switch. Even if I'm rich, I'll be broke like I'm Mitch. Niggas talking down, but that's headed in the wrong direction. But I knock that shit out like the boxing section. Cause they can't touch what they can't see. All I gotta do is be the same me. All I gotta do is keep it G. Always be the same me. While I'm solid, boy, they can't change me. No.
We live from the boxing section, you dusty ass niggas. Lonnie B, what's up, bro?
What's going on, King?
Man, bro, good to see you, man. I ain't talk to you in a minute.
Yeah, what's good? Hello?
Yo, L, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, my internet was fucking up. Yo, so we was doing fantasy fights, right?
Yeah.
On the channel. And I want to chop it up with you about some of the fantasy fights that we've been talking about.
Okay.
So you got $100, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna put a couple of these cards up. You got to make a choice. What cards you picking for the money, right?
Okay.
So we got this card right here.
Tyson versus Andy Ruiz. Leah Ali versus Clarissa Shields.
Right.
Sugar Ray Leonard versus Terrence Crawford. Ooh.
All right. So now this the other card though.
Floyd versus Sugar Ray Leonard. Ward versus Canelo. Winky Wright versus Charlo.
Yo, Dub, what's going on with you? You probably got a
Can you hear me?
phone call. You back? Yeah. You back?
Okay.
All right. So now we got
Ali versus Deontay Wilder. Hagler versus Roy. Oh, hands down, this card right here.
okay. We ain't done yet though. We ain't done yet though. We still going. We still going.
If I have nothing to do, I would go to this card.
Damn. Okay. Okay. All right. Hold on. All right.
Big George versus Nick. Well, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Okay. And so far, so the one getting your money is this one.
Yeah. That's getting my money.
All right. So break down this card.
Well, you got Ali, one of the baddest to ever do it versus Deontay Wilder. I think he crushes Deontay Wilder. But it's interesting to see. It's interesting to see because Deontay Wilder going to be throwing bombs and Ali, a big, shit talker. He gonna miss me. He gonna be showboating. Roy Jones versus Hagler. Woo! You got Hagler who's a he remind me of a construction worker. He keep chopping and chopping and chopping. You got Roy Jones, who's a superb boxer, both in great shape. I would love to see that. I would love to see how Hagler deal with Roy Jones' slickness and awkward style. And I would love to see how Roy deal with Hagler toughness and his boxing skills and just that grit, refuse to lose. And that's who was that at the bottom? I can't come. Who was
That's
that?
Errol Spence, Vinny Paz.
Yeah, I would love to see that because Vinny Pazienza throw hard. He ain't no punk. He gonna throw hard, but Spence gonna throw hard too. It's like two trains colliding. Yeah, it's an action-packed card.
Who you got in that fight?
Spence.
Why margin or close margin?
I got him stopping Vinny. I think it'd be a bomb. I think they hurt each other, but I got Spence stopping him like 9 or 10.
Okay. Now, we did these fantasy fights this morning. I want your take on these fantasy fights, and you tell me who you think who will win. I could bet Buche versus Riddick Bowe.
I'm gonna go with Riddick Bowe. Got that good jab, good big man, good boxing skills. Good boxing skills, man. He crushed Holyfield the first time. And it's that jab, wow, like lightning. Wow. Bring that he put combinations together real good.
Okay. Let me throw something out there at you real quick. Let me see. Boom.
Oh, that's a tough one. Chris Bird. I'm gonna go with Chris because Usyk just too small for a heavyweight. So it's only a matter of time for size playing,
Yeah, I had the same. That's the same thing I said about Chris Bird. Though he was hella little to be a heavyweight.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one.
All right, let me see what you got for this one though. Now listen. This is like the triangle theory, right?
Yeah.
But let me hear what you got on this fight here.
Holyfield at cruiserweight or at heavyweight?
It's heavyweight.
See, Holyfield was most dominant at cruiserweight. That's what he looked like. He looked like a silverback gorilla at cruiserweight. I think Holyfield was kind of too small for a heavyweight. That's why he didn't get the big knockouts. He knocked Tyson out, but he didn't get with the Lennox Lewis and the bigger guys. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he was strong enough to really hurt those guys. Holyfield, hell of a fighter though, but that's a tough one too. That's a toss-up for me.
All right, boom.
See, Andy Ruiz, people sleep on Andy Ruiz, but dude is a beast, man. Dude is a beast. I probably go Andy Ruiz on this one.
Word?
Yeah, I probably go Andy on this one.
So we got
hard, short, tough. It's hard to fight a short guy. Tough. He got good timing. He got a granite chin, and he gonna keep coming.
Okay. Now this is last but not least.
Big Joe Frazier, hands down.
Man, that'd be a hell of a fight, though.
Hell yeah, my boy Joe. Joe was a beast, man.
All right, now this is the last fantasy card. What you think about that?
That's Ernie Shavers.
Yeah.
That's B2B. Is that Bob Foster?
Yep.
Roy Jones. Ooh, I'm definitely at this card. Matter of fact, this is my number one right here. I'm definitely at this card. Woo! But unfortunately, we never see cards like this now because boxing is so. We never see cards like this because boxing is so full of crap. They worry about your age and you dangerous and all this other crazy stuff. So we never see stuff like this no more. Boxing has become a bullying sport. It's the rich that pick on the poor.
Let me hear who wins these fights.
Ernie Shavers, hands down. But he get clipped though. Ernie Shavers, man, he was Ernie Shavers, Bob Foster and Peter Beef. I got Arthur knocking out any light heavyweight that get in there with him. Like, not easy, but anybody at light heavy and like if they feel that power, Bob Foster could crack too. See, I don't want to be disrespectful. Tough fight.
Sugar Ray Leonard. We'll do a draw.
Yeah, we'll go a draw on that one. Sugar Ray Leonard and Roy Jones. Tommy Hearns and Roy Jones. I go with Tommy.
Over Roy?
Yeah, I go with Tommy.
Man, I think Roy Jones too much for him, man.
Nah, because if you look at Tarver, right? Tarver is long and linky, and think Roy Jones. Roy, you really use his athleticism to win fights, and like any good boxer with good fundamentals going to beat Roy. That's why Montel Griffin was beating him. He just got caught, but with just basic boxing skills, because Roy used all that juking and jerking and flint and feinting and leaping. That and Tommy got a lightning fast jab. Roy wouldn't have been able to sit there and be fighting with his hands down like that. I don't think I think Tommy is too fundamentally sound. You know what I'm saying? I think and I think he catch Roy with that right hand. Good night.
Man, but as fast as Tommy Hearns was, Roy Jones was faster, man.
Nah, hell, I don't think he was faster than. Hell no, I don't think he was faster than.
Come on,
I think
man.
Roy was fast.
Y'all must have forgot, man.
Nah,
Dog,
hell no.
Ian, man, bro, listen. The same way Hagler put him on his ass, you know Roy Jones can do the same thing, bro.
I don't think so, because Roy don't fight like Hagler. Like, tell me one fight where Roy came out like Hagler.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like the way he beat up on Vinny Paz.
Yeah, but Vinny Pazienza can't. Vinny Pazienza is limited, like one dimensional.
Okay, what about James Toney?
I give you that one. I give you that one.
Like, that was a bad motherfucker, man.
Oh, hell yeah. James Toney, one of the best to ever touch a pair of gloves, hands down. I give you that one. I just think Tommy was a little bit too, like, styles make fights. I think Tommy was too, like, fundamentally, like I said, fundamental. Well, you know what I'm trying to say. Fundamentally. What's going on, King?
Yeah, what's up, like?
Like, I think he was just too boxing sound, like alert, like real got the basics down packed. And I don't think that leaping left hook would have landed on Tommy. I think he would have met Roy with a right hand. It'd have been over.
I don't know, man. I think Roy
and then fighting on the ropes, and then fighting on the ropes all the time against Tommy. No, bad. It's a bad move. Tommy was vicious, man. Tommy was vicious. The only part I can see Roy winning is Roy being a little too big for him. Like Roy being too big, but the thing is Roy don't fight physical. Hagler was able to do it because Hagler fights physical. Roy is really one-dimensional. Roy was one-dimensional. Great boxer, but Roy couldn't fight 5 different ways. You know, Hagler was able to do that to Tommy because Hagler can fight 4 or 5 different ways. He can box. He got that grit. He can come forward. He can get crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying?
What we doing with this card, fellas?
Who was that? That's Floyd. And who was? I can't. It's kind of small.
Salvador Sanchez.
Oh, good.
You got Aaron Pryor, Julio Cesar Chavez. Ooh. Then you got not Conor Benn, but Chris Eubank Sr. versus Canelo Alvarez.
Okay, I got Chris Eubank Sr. crushing Canelo. I got Aaron Pryor and Chavez. Woo! That's a banger.
That's right. A trilogy. That's a trilogy.
Yo, that's one of them fights that they have to do it 4 times before we like declare a winner.
And you still don't know.
I mean, because Aaron Pryor was a dog, boy. Ooh, that's one of my favorite fighters. That's one of my favorite fighters. Floyd and Salvador Sanchez. I lean more towards Floyd.
Talk to me.
Who we got?
Cool boy.
Is that Joe Louis or Roy Jones?
No. That's Sugar Ray Robinson.
Oh, Sugar Ray. Okay, I can't.
Robinson.
Sugar Ray for sure.
Beat the shit out of Roy. I love Roy. Whoop Roy, don't stand a chance.
Salvador Sanchez, Pernell Whitaker.
Oh.
Sweet Pea.
And then Cool Boy Steph Rigo.
Rigo. I'm not Cool Boy Steph. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not really sold on him. You know what I mean?
How?
Like I seen him fight, and he just don't do. Like I'm like, yo, what's so special about him? Like he don't throw a lot of punches. To be so small, he don't throw a lot of punches. He just not exciting to me. Like you know what I'm saying? He just don't like for him to be small. You would think he would be putting more combinations together, but he kind of fights like Floyd now, one punch, leaning and hold.
No,
and then,
hell no, not Cool Boy.
Hell, the fight I saw with the kid. What's his name?
What fight?
He got tired. I thought he lost that. Damn, what's his name? The tall little
I know you're talking about that Brandon Figueroa fight.
Brandon Figueroa.
I mean, they was throwing hella punches, dog.
Yeah, but he looks sly. I'm like, nah, he don't do it for me.
Ah, man.
He beat that
man. He beat that man at his own style, man. He beat him at his own style. He beat Angelo Leo at his own style. Come on, man.
Hell, Angelo Leo, if Angelo, like, tell you the truth, every time Angelo, like, you saw Cool Boy, when I was watching the fight, I'm like, yo, he ain't even really.
No, he got a phone call. You got a phone call.
Cool Boy heard him put down shit.
Yeah, he got a phone call right in the midst of that Cool Boy slander, man.
Yeah, no. Listen, I'm not slandering him. I just don't think he's one of the top guys. I just don't like it. I'm just not sold on him.
I like him. I like the level of competition he's fought so far and his style, but I still got Monster in that fight though.
Ain't no way you got Monster anyway over Cool Boy.
I got Monster.
Let me tell you. Okay. Let's say this. Look at all the undefeated fighters that Cool Boy Steph fought. Look at the people that he's beaten. He fought big punchers. Big punchers. He beat people at their own style, man. And ain't no way you can't outbox him. You can't outbox him. You got to get lucky with a punch to beat him. You can't outbox him. You can't outbox him. You cannot.
I don't know. I can't really. I only seen like a fight of him and a fight and a half. I wasn't sold. So,
man, I've been sold from the first time I saw that dude fight. I was like, okay, yeah, he's serious. This is it. You know what I mean? I knew from the gate, right out of the gate, because he can beat you in so many different ways. There's not a style he can't beat you in. And he's shown that he can beat you in any style you want, any fight you think you can fight, he gonna beat you in it. You know what I'm saying? That's that Errol Spence like mindset where, okay, you want to box? All right, we're gonna box. You want to bang? We're gonna bang. You know what I'm saying? If I need to do both, I'm doing both.
I don't know. Earl Spence, I feel like Earl Spence gets, like, I think he can fight, but I just don't see, like, when you say a southpaw, like, you compare him to guys like Sweet Pea, he's a basic guy. You know what I'm saying? I don't like he can fight, but it's different between being fight and being special. I don't think he's special. I think he can fight, but I don't think he's special.
I tell you this, what nothing special about Tim Duncan, but he got the job done.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
He got it done well.
That's what I'm saying.
Fundamental. Yeah.
That's what, but I don't think he's special. I think he's basic guy, and if you come in tip-top shape, I think somebody can slip a win on him.
Be like Bud.
Exactly. Hello, that's you. So you know where I was going. You know exactly where I was going.
Hey,
been saying this for the past 5 years, bro. There's a reason why PBC ducking one man. One man got a whole organization running from him. No Danny, no Keith. He didn't get Sean Porter till his man did it. No Earl. He ain't the whole PBC roster. No, Al Heyman's like, nope.
Yep, same thing. That sounds familiar. Damn, sound like me. The whole 68 roster, they like, no. Leave Lonnie B alone.
Hey.
And then the nigga Uzanagi, you know what I'm saying?
You see him? He fought and lose.
And get another shot every time.
They trying to keep the black man down. And that's all I did was win. All I did was win.
Man. What's your record right now? You only got 1 L?
No, 5.
5.
But really only been beat one time. But that was at light heavy. I fought Kovalev. He the only one that really beat me. The other one's a split decision.
Oh shit!
Against
and he really didn't have no business.
Four split decisions.
4 split decisions. Evan Rodriguez, Hot Rock Collegiate. The other one in Montreal, that was just straight bull. I fought in Montreal. I fought for the NABF title in Montreal. I fought Jean Pascal, brother. I beat the shit out this kid. They said I lost by a split. I'm like, you serious? I'm like, that's crazy split decision. And I fought some other. I had like a 3-year layoff. I fought some other kid. That was my first fight made with promotions. And I was like, y'all need more rounds. Let me get 10 rounds. I'm gonna stop them in 10. But it's kind of hard to 8 rounds fighting somebody 6'4" or 6'5" that box. It's gonna take me a while to get to him. But when I get to him, and if you watch that fight, I was winning from the 3rd round to the 8th. I won from the 4th round to the 8th. I won every round. I just needed one more round. But so that. Who
you with right now?
I'm Dolo. I'm mine with nobody.
Oh, free agent.
Yeah, I'm trying to
sign with Jake Paul, right? Get them MVP promotions, man. Let's go.
Yeah, then man, I would love to, but they ain't messing with nobody like me, man. I done reached out to everybody. You got
blackballed or what? You fuck someone's bitch or what? What happened, man?
That's all. You would think you would think I boned somebody's mother. I'm like, yo, damn. I'm just trying to listen. Like, I just want to make some money. I can't make no money.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a dirty game, man. Boxing politics is a dirty game.
Yeah, whenever you speak up for yourself, they hate you.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, so what's next? You can't get no fight right now. Are you gonna get a stay busy fight or?
No, I'm trying, man. I tried to fight the kid, be okay Prime, man. They bull crapping too. I tried to fight that kid, Steve Nelson, but he fought some other bum. And so I'm just like, it's all good. It's all good.
We working, man. We working. We trying to get you on, man. I know I'm trying to do everything in my power. Shit.
So what's your angle if you keep getting blackballed like this? You can't get fights. Are you looking at retiring? Are you looking at doing something else? I know.
You probably absolutely.
Listen, man. I know we don't. Listen, I know you don't want to do that bare knuckle shit, man. But damn
bare
it,
knuckle.
Oh no,
damn it.
I ain't doing that. Listen, man. I refuse to let any sport degrade me as a human being, and that's including boxing. I would get a job, man. It ain't worth it. It's getting to the point where it ain't worth it no more. It's not honorable. It's a sport full of cowards, full of gay cowards. Let me put it right there.
What?
Like it's a sport full of in-closet cowards. You know what I'm saying? Who think that they God? Who think that they God? Like, you got to do what I tell you to do. Like, no, I do not. Like, how come I can't still do business and disagree with something that you want me to do that's not conducive for me? Like, no, I'm not doing that. That's not conducive. That don't make no sense business-wise. I'm not doing that just for you to like me. Nah, you can hate me for all I care. But you should never stop a man from making a living because y'all got difference of opinions, or he got a plan for his life and your plan ain't the same as his plan. You should never stop a man from making a living. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, so bare knuckle came with the bag, which it looks like they're coming with bags. You would have taken for the bag?
No, I'm not. It's death before dishonor all the way with me. It's about my integrity. It ain't about having money. It's about being honorable. See, that's the problem. Like we live in a generation where, like, if it make money, so what, he fucked him in the ass. He got $1 billion though. But you can look in the mirror as a man. Like, even and there's different forms of it. If you a fighter that with an entourage and they carrying your bags, you opening doors, it's the same shit to me. Like, so you see me and tell me you gonna follow this nigga around, watch him be great, and you not going and you think because you getting a couple dollars that you successful? No, you a nigga, you a coward. Nigga put you in a thong, nigga, you a bitch. He tell you to jump, you say how high. You a bitch. You ain't no man. When your kids come around, you not the superhero. He is.
Yeah, I feel you on that one. I just feel like bare knuckle is the purest form of fighting, though. Ain't no gloves, ain't no nothing. Just mano a mano.
I'm good with this. Boxing is too.
Yeah, but see, with boxing,
You
see
got
the thing
protection
about
with boxing though.
no, I'm a snub, but I'm saying this though. But boxing is not going to allow you to be as great as I want you to be. You know what I'm saying? I think bare knuckle give you a shot to at least continue to get some dough, get a belt. At
Nah,
least
I'm
that.
good. Nah, I'm good. I am good. I'm good. We ain't doing that. Like, but it is what it is, listen, I accept my fate like a man, whatever it is.
No
Because I
doubt, no
know
doubt.
I know I ain't do nothing wrong. All I did was keep it real. That's all I did. I ain't do nothing wrong. Zero. Nothing. Somebody tell you something about Lonnie B, tell them to prove it. Tell them to prove it. Prove it. You know what I'm saying? Tell them to prove it. I mean, boxing is a big ass sorority thing. It's a sport full of bitches. Like, it's a big ass sorority little clique thing. I went to college, so I used to see the girls in their little sorority, and they little clique. That's what boxing remind me of. Like, it's supposed to be a sport full of men, but it's very rare you'll meet a man nowadays. They look like a man, but got the characteristics of a bitch. And I tell anybody that shit to their face and dare them to try to fight anything. Dare them to. But I can't, because that's what men do. Bitches act like they agree with you. Yeah. But then talk shit behind your back. That's what bitches do. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is.
Now, if Russia gave you that bag, right?
Uh-huh.
To fight, let me see what he say. My homeboy text me this shit. He said if Russia paid you to join their team,
So
would you do it?
let me tell you. So
Yeah.
the IBF banned U.S. fighters from going over there and fighting in the tournament because Russia and them is there, and they invaded the Ukraine, so they don't want no U.S. fighters going over there. But Russia, like, if y'all defy the U.S. And come over here and fight, we got a bag for y'all. Would you go do it?
Yep. I would. It ain't nothing personal. It's business. You know what I'm saying? It's business. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's crazy. You gotta go to a whole nother country to get respect. You know what I'm saying? Where I feel like I should be one of the top 68 people talking about. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers I got beat a world champion. They act like it didn't happen.
I
You
ain't
know what
gonna
I'm
lie.
saying?
I think that's good business because the publicity gonna come with it too.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Fuck, you know what I'm saying? And the thing is, why I get so mad at the media? Because the media is so scared. Like if anybody look at my situation and don't think it's wrong, it's crazy. Like, people interview Floyd, don't say, why you blackballing Lonnie B? Nigga, you know what I'm saying? Everybody just ride Floyd dick. Oh, yeah, Floyd, you're so great. Yeah, you're this, you're that, you're this, you're that. But nobody asks real questions. You know what I'm saying? Nobody asks real questions. You know what I'm saying? So the media is a part of the problem too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it. Maybe only thing I fear is God. But everybody ain't like me. You know what I'm saying? But hell yeah, to answer your question, if they hell yeah, I go over there. Yep. Hell yeah, I join 18. Whole bunch of killers over there too. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, I join 18. Because that's all I really need is some money. But I get some money behind me, I'm bringing it to every 68 over here. Every 68 over here. Every 68. Then we gonna see what's up. You know what I'm saying? I don't think none of them good. Honestly, if I'm just being honest with you, I think they all pampered, protected. I don't think none of these guys is killers. None of them.
So do you think you should have came in at 168?
What you mean?
Like, do you think you should have came in at 168, did work your way up to 175, or what?
Oh, we talking when I first went pro?
Yeah.
Yeah, thing is, I didn't think I could make the weight, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how it is. You need support to do this. You need support. The thing is, right, the people kill me because they want to say, I want to thank my team. If you look at every successful fighter in boxing, they have a team around them. Floyd Mayweather, David Benavidez, Caleb Plant, Earl Spence. These guys have a team around them. But what's unfair with the public is, like, they don't see that. They blame everything on the fighter. Like, it's impossible to do everything. Like, tell me one billionaire that runs his company by himself. Just one. Tell me one successful person that do it all by themselves. Just one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when you ain't the A side or a popular fighter, they put everything. Well, you should you. So what the fuck? He ain't superhuman. He can't fucking be a nutritionist, be a boxer, be a manager. He can't do it. That's why it's a team. So I hate when people act like oh well, no, he needs a team around him. Floyd always say, well, I want to thank my team. I want to thank Al Haim. I want to thank my team. This is a team effort. So you need, I said all that to say, you need, like, yeah, I'm just a fighter, but it's somebody else's job to be like, you know what, this ain't the best weight for us. Let's go. Let's move out of 168. Okay, how we gonna do it? Here go the money guy. He gonna put the money up. Here go the nutritionist. They gonna take care of the weight. You just take care of the fight. My whole career, I've been doing my whole career literally on my own. Literally, I made 168 on a 2-week notice with my own money. And name me another fighter who get penalized for winning. Just one.
Yeah. Or they set you up. They set you up with a fight, hoping you lose, telling you like, oh yeah, man, you can fight this guy, and then we'll look out for you. We'll look out for you on the back end, and they never look out.
Hey, that's been my whole career. So you win this fight, you're gonna make some money. I win the fight, everybody sitting there with their thumb in their ass looking crazy. Oh, what to do now? You know what I'm saying? Oh, you win this fight. I was signed with Floyd Mayweather. Oh, you win this fight. Oh, you gonna do this and you gonna do that. We gonna do it. Then nothing happened. And I ain't bad mouthing Floyd. I'm just stating what happened. You know what I'm saying? How the fuck I beat a world champion, didn't have a 3, and then ain't fought in 3 years?
And they're gonna give him the same fight.
Yeah. And pay him way more. It's a crime for me to want to get paid. No, it's cool. Like, okay, it's cool that you gonna fight, but don't ask about the money. Fuck out of here. Bullshit. Straight up bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Playing with a man's livelihood. That's how people get hurt.
Man, it's just ridiculous, man. Because they do. So this is the thing that they do though, man. And everybody be like, oh, PBC this, PBC that, but like PBC be doing nigga scandals, bro. And it's like they hide behind the black company shit, man. I call it I call it BHP, Black Hope Pimping. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They preach this Black Hope shit, but then they really pimping for real. They get you to trust them because we're the black man.
Yep.
And boom.
And that's foul. And that's not a sport. That's not even business. That's demonic.
So why hasn't Top Rank reached out to you to get the fight 68 pounder?
Because they said I'm too old.
So they won't even let you try to be gatekeeper and that. You know what I mean?
None of that. They said I'm too old. And really, which is bullshit. Basically, what they're saying is you're gonna be hard to beat at 168. So you win. We not gonna invest in no 37-year-old. But check this out. They're like, if you go up to 75, we got some opportunities for you. Oh, so I'm too old to fight. I'm too old to fight at 68, but I'm not too old to fight at 75.
Man. And so a realistic question. I don't want you to take it like disrespectfully. Is there some 175 pounders you think you can beat?
Of course, but the thing is, my thing is this, right? I don't see nobody asking David to move up to 175, and he fucking lost his belt on the scale. Nobody wrote David should move up to 175. They just, oh, he need to get more focus. He need this, he need that. Here I am, I may weight at 168 and beat a real guy, and everybody say, well, you should move up to 175.
Right.
Fuck out of here. With all these motherfuckers on PEDs and all that bullshit, I can fucking look. Ain't this money funny? Used to take you got popped for steroids. That's pretty funny. That's crazy to me.
He still got a Benavidez fight, damn near.
Yeah. Still getting opportunities. Here I am, the black man. I ain't do nothing wrong. All I did was what they asked me to do. They asked me to fight. Okay. They asked me to fight for short money. Okay. They didn't ask me to fight for free. Okay. Then when I win the big one and say, okay, now I asked them to do what they said they would do. Oh, no, put him on the shelf. Because he asked us to treat him like a human being and not like a dog. So he don't deserve to make a living for that.
Just do what's up with it, bro. Mike Jones, Deshaun Brown. Switch you up with Kevin Brower, Justin Wilson. What's going on, man? Switch you up with. But yeah, man, that shit crazy to me, bro. It really is. It's crazy to me because it's like, and they got people so brainwashed that never even met these guys.
Right.
Ain't that crazy?
Yeah.
You've never met Al Heyman, but you caping for him. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you never even met this guy, bro. You don't know none of his business practices, dog.
Right. You don't even know his character. You never even had a conversation with him.
Shit crazy to me, man.
You know what I'm saying? It's foul, man. I thought I beat Usatagi by now. I'd be on my way out the game. I said, okay, I got him out the way. I said, now I'm whoever next. I said, I'm either gonna fight David or Killer for the title. I'm gonna get them out the way. Then I'm gonna hang them out. I'm gonna defend my belt. Hopefully, I get a fight with Canelo, beat him, do a rematch, and be done with it.
Hey, I have a question. With them doing you dirty the way they done you, have anyone ever reached out to you and said, hey, listen, man, we kind of screwed up your career. We stoned you out. We waited you out. Can we, let's see if we could parlay you into another position, especially since you don't mind speaking your mind, like, a commentator or something like that, or they just leaving you out there to figure out your own situation?
Yeah, pretty much. And like, here's my thing. Let's be honest. Like, I don't hate anybody. Am I pissed off? Am I super angry? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. Because if you know what I had to do, like, listen, if you look at David and Caleb and all those guys, and I'm not hating, but those guys got what they got to with money and knowing the right people. I got to where I got to by being a sacrificial lamb, taking fights on short notice and tough fights on short notice. This is how I got to the top fighting. And then I get to the promised land, and then they move the land. Like, it's like, yo, the fuck? Like, yo, come on. Like, all because I asked for a piece of the pie. I ain't asked for the whole pie. I just asked for a piece of it.
So out of all of the promoters or all of the other companies, who has been the hardest for you to deal with?
All of them.
I know Golden Boy does the same tactics as PBC.
Yeah.
They hold you out, and they tend to wait. With Golden Boy, he tends to wait to feed you to whoever he has at the top to keep him looking keep his top guy looking good. But have you tried to deal with them?
Like, the thing is that it's the weight why I haven't got a fight. Well, I believe at 168 they know I'm really the GOAT at this weight, and they know. Because if you look at my record, I fought in a weight class I'm too small for. I'm only 5'10", but I didn't beat guys. My only real loss is the Sergey Kovalev, a prime Sergey Kovalev. The rest of the guys, I just ran out of time. And mind you, I'm too small for a light heavyweight, and these guys is big, and I'm crushing these guys. I'm giving these guys all the fights that so-called lost. They wouldn't even give me a rematch. Like, nah, I just ran, like I said, I just ran out of time. You know what I'm saying? But if these was 10, 12 round fights, I'd be 29-1 with no manager, no promoter, just coming in as the B side on short notice, taking fights. Uskategi. Then they moved me down. Then listen, this is how you know they try to put the nail on my coffin. They moved me down in weight at 34 years old. You name me a fighter that goes down in weight in their 30s. And then they don't give me a warm-up fight. They give me the toughest fight out there. And then I put his ass in the dirt. Now they put me on the shelf? Come on, man. How is this even legal? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it should be a law. It got to be a law against that. How is this even legal? How is the people like cool with this? Like, how can you still be a fan of somebody and you know they like, for example, like everybody loved Jordan, right? But if I found out Jordan did something that was super foul, like that was like degrading to a black man with all the stuff our ancestors bled for, all the stuff our ancestors went through so we can have a freedom and have a fair chance at life, and you do something like that to one of your own kind, you ain't a fan of me no more. I wouldn't even, if he was on fire, I wouldn't even spit on him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So
Do you think your morals could have been your Achilles heel when dealing with some of these promotion companies?
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. Because I'm not a, you know, their whole thing is I'm not a punk. That's why. Because I'm not a punk. Because I don't cheerlead. I don't hold. Listen, I'm a man. I ain't holding pom poms for nobody. I ain't holding pom poms for nobody. If you nice at something, I'll give you your credit. Like, no, you nice. But I'm not cheerleading for nobody. I'm cheerleading for me. When I die in that casket, it's gonna be just me. When I stand before God and be judged, it's gonna be just me. I'm not holding pom poms for another nigga. Fuck out of here. Like, I'm holding pom poms for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like they mad because I'm a man. Because I'm a man. I don't cheerlead. I ain't following nobody around. I'm not doing nothing I don't want to do. I'm not agreeing with nothing that's stupid. I'm not doing none of that. You know what I'm saying? And that shouldn't affect the business we do together. People say it's business, but it's not. It's personal. That's personal. If you and I'm just hypothetically speaking, if you hold somebody back or don't like somebody because they don't think how you think, that's why God made all of us different. That's why we got engineers. That's why we got basketball players. That's why we got football players. That's why we got boxers. That's why we got MMA players, because God made everybody different. He gave everybody their own mind. I don't got to think like you. I ain't got to like what you do. As long as I respect you, that's the only thing that should matter. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think, you know, my determination and my grit, like, rub these promoters the wrong way. Like, nah, he ain't no punk. He hard to break mentally, and he can fight, and he can fight his ass off. He can fight, and he coming to win. He ain't coming to lay down. He don't care who the person is. He gonna give it his all. So I think that's, you know what I mean. You know, one thing about, like, when you around, like, cowards don't like men. You know what I'm saying? If you a man, you ain't gonna get along with cowards. Cowards like cowards. You know what I'm saying? So I would, and I'm not saying I'm the toughest guy, but when I got principles and morals I stand on, and that's what it is. It's death before dishonor all the way with me.
A different manager or different management in between. So I know a lot of these fights happens with the manager. They get like package deals between, yeah, I'll give you this fighter and you can throw this fighter in. Do you think if you'd have had a different manager or management, things could have been different?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you gotta realize too, like people, right? My life, right? People have never met me but don't like me, even before the boxing. Like, I got so many fights growing up because people heard something about me, and I'm just like, yo, so it's not a possibility that person could be lying. Like, in boxing, people just don't know me. Never had a conversation with me. Just heard another coward say something about me and believe it. Like, it's like everybody that talks about, yo, you cool as hell. I'm like, yeah, who told you I wasn't? It's jealousy. These dudes is jealous of me, period. They jealous of me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, shit, I'm just a black kid from the ghetto trying to make it. I don't care about all the ego stuff and I don't care about none of that. Y'all can have that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can have that. A man that's secure in himself, like I don't have a big ego because I'm secure in myself. I know who I am. So, dude, this boxing, y'all got too many ego too big for what, homie? Like who? Like you trying to prove you something to who? Because I don't care. I don't care. I don't care nothing about you. You ain't got to prove nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like different management. Like these guys, man. I honestly, I really don't know. I really don't know. Like if you look at my history, it's nothing but honor. Nothing but honor. I ain't never did no fuck boy shit. No, nothing but honor.
Yeah, man. I think, the thing is, man, see, they want a bunch of people that's just going to do what they tell them to do when they tell them to do it. As soon as you go outside their parameters of what you want in your career, they kind of just try to fuck you over.
That's true. So basically what they want is personal slaves then.
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, shit's crazy. Now, I got a question for you. I know you saw that Anthony Yarde fight versus Beterbiev. How do you think he did in that fight? Did he surprise you?
Yeah, he surprised me, but if you look at it, he had maybe 2 good rounds. Like I don't know how the judges had him up because he definitely wasn't winning the fight. Like Arthur was killing him with the jab. Like he landed a couple good shots. It happens, it's boxing. But Arthur's still 19-0 with 19 knockouts. People think and then you gotta realize too, the time difference going all the way over there to fight, that plays a major part too. And Arthur still got the job done. And if you look at it, Arthur just started warming up. He's like, all right, now I'm ready to go. Like you seen Yarde where it was going. You can see him breaking down round after round after round after round after round. You know what I'm saying? So I think I did think he did. I think he did good. I didn't expect him to win no rounds, but I gave him 2 rounds.
So, question about fighter, you fighting someone.
Yeah.
What do you think a fight with you and Shane Mosley Jr. would look like in and out the ring? Because you're talking about the business side of it. Do you think a fight like that would help? But would you think one would get you some decent money, and 2, do you think it would help you get some fights, to get you out, get you active?
Listen, I would love to fight Shane, and I like Shane Mosley. We friends, but if we ever fight, that friends that when we get in the ring, that friend stuff go out the window, and he gonna get stopped. He'll get stopped. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm being honest. I ain't even going listen. Any 68. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I beat Jose Uzcategui and they put me on the show for 3 years. It's been 3 years since I fought. So it's like, so when people ask me, I fought some kid at light heavy. It was my last fight at light heavy. It was a kid named Earl Newman. He was undefeated. And there's like a win over Earl Newman. What does this do? What would this do for your career? And I responded, I hope it would do great things for my career. I hope it will. I hope so. But it didn't. They sunk me down in weight. And then I thought the Uzcategui fight I thought that was the fight that was it. I'm like, this is it. Once I beat him, it's over. I can't be denied no more. So boxing, they do what they want to do, man. You can beat Godzilla. If they don't want it, they will make sure that people forget about it. They will make sure people forget about it. They will make sure it go unnoticed.
Yeah. I've seen some of these promoters, man. hold fighters out till they go bald, you know, and really mess up their career.
Right. And that should be, and it should be a law against that. It really should be like a law against that. Like, yo, like you robbing a fighter, or something, you robbing a fighter of time and something he can't get back. But these people are so quick to put you in jail if you rob somebody for a pair of sneakers or a shirt, something that I can get back. But if you rob a fighter of a fighter's time, that's something that they can't get back. You should rot in prison for that shit. Especially if you don't have a valid reason. You won't have a valid reason. Oh, I did that because my ego felt good. Nah, you should rot in prison for that shit with the lowest of the lowest.
All right. So you don't have to say exactly, but can you remember the conversation you had with that particular individual that may have made them feel like, oh, you know what? Fuck, I'm gonna keep you in the back pocket.
Oh, what you mean? Like, because I'll say names. I don't give a fuck. Like,
I understand, but I'm trying to see you still get some of that paper, man. So,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And if you're talking about what I think you're talking about, they some petty fuckers.
Yeah, you right, brother. You 100% right, brother. Like, basically what they told me was, it's about the opportunity. It's about the opportunity. It's not about the money.
Yeah, I've heard them say that to a few other fighters. That's like a fucking written skit.
Yeah.
And they try to sell you on, well, you know, if you take this fight right now, this opportunity, we're gonna get you the money later on.
Exactly. Yo, he's smart as hell. Whoever Combo, that's Combo, you family, Combo. You family, King. Listen, you hit it right on. Listen, that you it's like you took the words right out of my brain.
No, I've heard them say it.
Yeah, that's what's it's about the opportunity. It's not about the money. The money gonna come. You know what I'm saying? And then they throw a lie in there. Well, I fought for $2.
Yeah. Now that's another one. I've heard them or I've seen them try to, well, let me rephrase it. Have you ever had an issue with them trying to put certain people in your camp? Trying to control your camp, like, you know what, we don't want you with this trainer, we want you with this trainer, we don't want you with this cut man. If you're gonna keep dirting with that guy, you know.
Oh yeah, like when I first got there, they're like, you should train with him. I'm like, nah, I'm loyal. My pop's training me, period. That's end the topic. End of discussion. End of discussion.
And that was like your first sign of resistance. And after that, they started dealing with you a little different after they seen that you no disrespect, that probably wasn't as marketable.
Yeah.
If they can't fuck you, you know what I'm saying? They can't fuck you and they can't make money off you. I notice what they do is they'll take and say, all right, I can't fuck you, can't make money off you. Well, I only feed you when I got to.
Yep. You got it right, brother. And here's my thing. How can't you make money off somebody that's winning? That's the part I don't like. So my thing is this: if you get somebody that's winning that really can fight, all you got to do is talk about how good they are. That's all you got to do. That's it.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate because I had the same argument with a few fighters, and I was saying that one of them got a little heated because I told him, why don't you just take a few fights?
Yeah.
And that wasn't, you know what I'm saying, that wasn't taken that wasn't taken very well.
Yeah.
He's like, man, how about, we just put the headgear back, we put the gear on and you get in the ring and you see Tank look like. And but is it because you gave them, do you think maybe because you gave them that resistance and you came at them with that type of resistance and they seen that, like you said, your father was going to stay in your corner, that you were going to still keep working with the same type of, same crew that you came in your day ones, they couldn't really play the money games with you and fuck you the way they want to get you. I don't want to keep cussing, but get over on you the way they wanted to get over you with the pay and control you. Do you think that was maybe like, all right, high risk, no reward, and no control when they look at a risk analyst side of it and they say, we got to just hold them out?
Yeah, I think that's a good point too. But here's my thing. Like, and this is why it's so important to tell the truth. Because if you just tell the truth, then I don't know what I'm dealing with before I come in the situation. So I'll know. So if whoever just tell the truth and something happened, I can say, well, at least they told me before I knew it was going to happen. But when you lie and then I come on board and like, oh no, I'm doing this because this is what you said, and you like, oh well, no, forget that. Now he's like, yo, why you lying, homie? Like, and then here's my thing: if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why change my team when I've been winning? If I'm losing, then you can say, okay, we got to make some changes. But I'm winning.
I've seen them tell people make changes after the first loss and don't do, and them fighters gonna go back and get 2-3 more losses.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Yeah. So,
exactly.
I always wanted to ask this: do you guys that's going through this, even though I know fighters throughout different promotion companies, do you guys look at each other like, man, I know your pain, I know what you're going through?
I do, but other fighters don't, because like fighters don't look out for each other. Like, say, right, you'll get some fighters who would get a money guy. Like I know, I ain't gonna say no names, but I know a couple guys. I got this money guy. He a billionaire. He doing this for me, doing that for me. And you know what a fighter going through. You know a fighter really can fight.
Yeah,
you know?
And they be happy. They be happy with it though, man. I know one is like, he's just like, dog, you can really be, you just happy getting this little crumbs.
Exactly. But and here's my thing: if you meet a, like, for example, if I got a man, I know he can fight, right? He can fight. No, I know he'd be world champion. I know his situation, and I get a guy that's a billionaire. I'm like, yo, I got my other man. You got to get behind him too. Like, he nice. I'm telling you, he can be world champion. All he needs is that little push. You got the money, and you and him can work out your. I'm gonna put my man on, like, to try to get his career going. Fighters don't do that. They're like, yeah, I got this money guy. He bought this, he bought me this. He got me this. I'm fighting here. I'm fighting here. And he's like, okay, cool. Oh, word. That's what's up. And I'm not a hate. I'm happy for everybody. But it's like, you would think that they would throw you a bone. Like, yo, black people don't help each other. Like, yeah, man, he got this, man. He going to pay for this fight over here. He going to pay for this fight over here. And he going to pay for this fight over here. And you would think he would put you on. Like, yo, I'm going to give you his number so y'all can talk, see if y'all can come up with something. But they keep it all for themselves. Nah, I'm good. This is all for me.
Okay, so I'm trying to figure out how to ask this question because I feel like you so blunt and you so raw. The real answer, I got a feeling I don't want you to say. So I'm just gonna ask you and let you see what you come out with. So the fighters that do get those multiple chances, that keep getting those bones thrown at them, why? Why do you think that's happening with them?
Honestly, I can't even tell you,
outside
brother.
of the gay shit that they doing and all that other backbiting shit.
Yeah, like, it's crazy. I can't even. A lot of this stuff is just knowing the right people. Like a lot of fighters. Like, if you look at some, like, you be looking at, okay, how did he get the opportunity? Oh, because such and such know his father. Such and such knew his uncle, and like, a lot of stuff be like that. Like, you be like, how the hell did he get that? Like, oh, because that's such and such son, or that. You be like, so. So a lot of things in life, it's not about what you know, it's about who you know. I think that's why a lot of these guys is getting opportunities, because they either know somebody or somebody just like them. Or somebody just like them. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think it is. Like, other than that, I don't even know, man. Because I've been respectful. I've never disrespected anybody. I've been respectful. Even though people lie behind me, behind closed doors, and say stuff about me that's not true, I've been respectful. So it's not like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've dealt with other people that you easy to work with. You don't complain. You come, you do what you said you're going to do, and you go home. So all because, I ain't going to say I defended myself. I tried to negotiate, because it's business, right? I tried to negotiate a good deal for myself where I can be set for the next 3-4 years, and I get put on the show for that.
So are you willing to take, if you can't get the big flip, man, are you willing to break it down and get piece by piece?
Yeah, absolutely. 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 I understand you gotta give a little, you gotta give up a little to receive it. I understand that. I listen, I don't even want to tell you what I got paid to fight Uskategi.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, my whole career I've been taking a little bit. But then when you see these other guys getting all this money, these guys buying houses and cars and jewelry and all that stuff, and you like, yo, they ain't fighting nowhere near the tough fights I'm fighting. You know what I'm saying?
I know this may be much harder, but because at 168, like you said, you'll be your style, and you'll be a much dominant fighter. And yes, the promoters, they're not gonna be able to get a lot out of you on the back end. it's obvious that you're looking for your you're not going to stick around for much longer, and it probably won't be the wisest to invest in someone that's going to be for a short period of time. Do you see yourself being able to, which I won't like to see, but do you see yourself going down, cutting those 8 pounds, man, and going to 160 where you may be able to, where someone may feel like, hey, you just shrunk down so much that the power won't be there?
Man, I couldn't make 160 if I cut off my hands.
Yeah. I
I
understand that.
But you know, it's
And then,
crazy.
at 175, you campaign a little bit too big, but you still look good up there.
Right. Like, here's my thing, champ. Think of it like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you look at it, how much did the Canelo and Triple G fight do?
I can't give you a number off the top, man. I don't be watching them numbers.
Yeah, but I know it. I know it did good. So here's my thing. They say they can't make money, but you can, because here's my thing. If you get me a fight, I already got the resume where I deserve to be in the top 10 because I beat the #1 contender. So you get me a warm-up fight, then get me somebody in the top 10, then I make me a man, #1, #2. We can get a Canelo fight, so you can make your money back. And put like this, you're gonna make double.
Okay, I got what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Even the David Benavidez fight. You know what I'm saying? A world, you're gonna make your money back, and we all can make money. I'm not trying to get it all. I'm just trying to get some of it, like, because I want other people to make money too. But y'all not gonna leave me high and dry and broke and live in an apartment. Nah, no, I'm gonna leave this game with something. You know what I'm saying? So we all can make money. That's business. Let's do business. But I'm not working for no slave owners.
So what does 175 look like for you?
Man, think of them guys is just too big, and
you feel a little too heavy at that weight class.
Yeah, man, they just too
sluggish.
big. It's only a matter of time. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I had to move down.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, nah, move down, son. I fought Edwin Rodriguez, and we going at it. I'm hitting them with some bombs. I ain't even budging them. My said, man, we gotta make 68, man. You just too small. Like,
you was turning them over. You was turning them over, right? You really trying to hit them hard. I seen you threw. You was throwing them.
Right.
But disrespect, you ain't had. You was lighting the ass.
No, bro, exactly, bro. So you exactly, King. Exactly. So I'm like, yo, man, 68, you got a real shot at being world champion. You got a real chance at being world champion. Got a real shot at it. Look at Floyd, 45 still fighting. Hopkins retired at 50. So people, I'm too old. I'm too old.
But that comes in with the discipline, no disrespect. But, when you first start, they looking at you, even from an amateur, they say, well, how tall are you? Look at your shoulders. All right, well, we're going to get you down the head because your frame going to hold this much, but we can get you to this and your height, and you're going to reach a little bit more. It's all a little tactical thing right there from the beginning. And like you said, you just didn't have it in you to make that 160 at the beginning of your career, or maybe 160. And now you kind of like paying for it because you like your prime weight class is the 168.
Right.
And you're hitting your prime later in the time, and it's a deadline on it. But do you think if you took a world tour, you're not a world tour, but if you took a tour overseas and got with like Queensberry or somewhere like that, and you think they'll give you a different opportunity?
Yeah, I would love if I can get in contact with Queensberry or Frank. I would love to chop it up with them. Like, listen, man, anybody like at 168, because once they see me work, they're gonna be like, yo, like I sparred some kid the other day, and they're like, how old are you? I was like, how old you think that you were? 28, 29? I'm like, no, I'm 37. They're like, what? You 37 and still move like that? And I was like, yeah, they're like, you know what that is? That's from all them layoffs. Like, you ain't beat up. Like you not beat up. You 37, but you a young 37. You got about 5 more years left. I'm like, yeah, about 5.
If you don't want to do that hustle, man, that's a whole nother hustle, the sparring partner hustle. You and everybody can't spar. I understand you want to get to your money, get to your own bag, get to your own time, your own prime. But what camps would you like to get into that you think you would be able to really help a guy get prepared for?
It's crazy. I was in camp with Beater Beef. Just came from his camp. I was in a camp with Zerto Ramirez, who just fought Bivol. I've been in a couple camps. You know what I'm saying? I've been in some camps. Like, I think that's why it's hard for me to get a fight too, because they hear about these camps Like,
Yeah.
yo, fight. And that's why I'm not going to no more camps unless whoever I'm going for camp for agree to put me on the undercard. Like, yo, I'm not helping you unless you put me on the undercard, man.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. And I've actually seen a fight. I've seen a fighter get away with that because that's a whole, as you know, that's a whole hustle right there. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? They'll put you on the show, but man, you'll get worn out because you in camp after camp after camp after camp, and you sparring. You just a glorified sparring partner, as they try to say,
Yep.
and they learn it from you. But the public don't know. They
And
don't know that you really
that's
got these skills, but they
exactly what
pulling
I
you
am
because you
right
got the
now.
skills.
That's exactly what I am right now. What you just said, bro. I'm a glorified sparring partner. But you said the
Yeah,
boxing world
man.
know, but the public don't.
I'm sorry to hear that, man.
It's all
So
good.
who you training with now?
I'm still training. I'm training out of DLX in Las Vegas. We still stay in the gym. We staying sharp. Honestly, everybody asking what's my plan. I believe in God. So my plan is that God do something that's incredible and that's amazing and shock the world.
All right. And if you had to take a moment and speak to these promoters, speak to you fighters that's coming up and your brothers in boxing, your fellow pugilists, and you speak from the heart, ego aside, just purely you, what would you say about what are you trying to accomplish? What would you say to them?
Man, I would just say, man, just treat it like a business. Treat it like a business. You know what I'm saying? Like, see, I was too much of a fighter. Like, I'm like, if you want the big dollars, you gotta earn them. But a lot of fights I took, I didn't have to take. You know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to prove myself that I'm a top fighter. I deserve to be treated like one. But I would just tell them, take your time and treat it like a business. Treat it like a business. Treat it like a business. You know what I'm saying? If you can get away with taking easy fights for a lot of money, do it. Don't fight nobody until you got to. Because look at me, I've been in all those tough fights early in my career, and it served me good purpose because that's why I can fight so good now. Like a lot of these guys that's champion, I fought guys tougher than them way early in my career. You know what I'm saying? So, but that hurt me. That hurt me. That's hurting me now. You know what I mean? I believe if I couldn't fight, I've been fought 4, 5, 6 times. So I was just telling them, take time, man, and just treat it like a business.
Understandable. So you willing to work with the promoters? You willing to sit down and have real conversations?
Yeah.
And you just asking to be treated like a human being and give you the opportunity to gracefully and let the sport that you love gracefully treat you and let you go with some respect.
Thank you. See that there it is, King. There it is, King. Just like that. All I'm asking is be treated like a human being. That's it. I ain't bad mouthing nobody. I ain't talking bad about nobody. I love everybody. But
I am and I don't, god damn it. Sick of this shit, man. Nah, man, you cut him off, man. We supposed to let him get that out. We're gonna snip that, we're gonna send that out. So the promoters, man, someone that's listening, someone that's gonna hear and know that listen. Just deal with him straight up, man. See how he gonna be, put him in an opportunity to eat. He's looking to eat. You getting it, you got it. Let's see what you can do. He's running across the border, he's running across the country, he's running across the street.
and
if
I
you're
just want to
looking
be
for a
treated
real
like
spot, you're looking for
I
a
just
real
want to be
spot
treated like a
partner.
human being. That's it.
There you go.
That's it, man. Thank you, brothers, man. I love y'all, man. You have no idea, man.
Man, much respect, man. Hey, Lonnie, I'm out there. I'm gonna be out there. I'm probably gonna try to be out there next week, bro, on a Friday, because one of my young
Let's
homies
link
is
up. Come down
yeah,
to the gym. Let's link up.
yeah. One of the young homies, David Lopez, is fighting out there, so I might try to pull a stunt if I can. Try to do like a little turnaround trip, depending on what the paper look like. But yeah, I'm gonna try to do that. But March 25th, that weekend, it's up. We had to plan Benavidez fight.
Yes, sir. I'm there.
Yeah,
I got to be there
it's
front
up.
row.
Yeah. Hey, if you got your ticket, you know what I'm saying, just take a picture of it and send it to me. Oh man,
Okay.
here you go. World Combat, what's up, bro? Hey,
listen.
listen, man. Listen. I am what you call the finesse. You know what I mean? Mirror finesse. I ain't gonna say Lord finesse because I'm gonna say mirror. The mirror finesse. You know what I'm saying? I too am a politician. But yeah, man. Hey,
We'll
Lonnie,
get you in
we
there.
gonna link up for sure.
All right, bet. I'm about to head to this gym, get my work in.
Yeah. Hey, make sure you. Hey, listen. When you do that, we can go live, and you can do a live workout. You know how they do the
hell
video
yeah.
workouts? You know how they do the
Yeah,
video
hell yeah.
workouts? Yeah. So when you do it, we'll do once you get to the gym, log back in with us, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you can do a workout online. You know what I'm saying? While we
We
talking
got to
shit
do
about
that
boxing.
today.
Yeah, you can actually
Yeah,
this is what you can do. You can set your camera up. You know what I'm saying? Set your phone up. You can go do your workout. You can turn your thing on mute. We can chop it up in the background, and you can, we can in the bag. We don't need to see you doing nothing too technical, giving away any tricks, anything that you're working on. But
Oh no, I don't
we
care
can
about
catch you.
that.
Okay.
These guys couldn't stop it anyway.
Talk that shit, big fella.
Hey,
Yeah,
Steph, get in there, man. Anyway. Get in there before you leave, Steph. Santos, what's going on, OG?
Not much, man. I'm sleeping. I'm sitting in the parking lot at Hobby Lobby. Been out here about 30 minutes sleeping in my truck, man. I'm tired of something.
Me too, man. I just woke up.
My body my body cramping, my legs, back, arms, everything cramping, man. I ain't in no shape. I gotta get in shape, but I can't be putting them kind of activities in, man, if I ain't gonna be in shape. I gotta get right.
I know me and Royal Combat. I know we looking up next weekend at this Adrian Broner fight. Ain't that right, Royal Combat? I'm gonna be in the building on that. I'm gonna be right in the building on that joint.
You gonna be at the Broner fight?
Oh, absolutely, man. I got all access, man. I'm trying to listen, man. I'm trying to get my boy Lonnie on one of these cards, man. If Hank Lundy wouldn't have been on that bullshit he was on, something could have shook. But you know what I'm saying? Them trying to find Adrian Broner, all these goddamn opponents, kind of fucked up a lot of shit.
It's the third one, ain't it?
Yeah, because if he would have been fighting Ivan Redcast, right? You know what I mean? We could have worked something out. But it's like, shit, they got to focus on trying to get him, they got to get Adrian Broner an actual fight. So, shit, it was too hard. But I'm going to get Lonnie a fight, man. Fuck all that shit. That's the mission of the boxing statue, goddammit.
You stand in in shape, Lionel B.
Yes, sir.
Come on, man. Come on, man. What you think, man?
I'm just saying, is he ready to go at a phone call? I'm just asking.
Oh yeah,
I ain't in no shape.
Hey, I told my boy Combo that's been my whole career. 2-week, 3-week notice.
Oh, okay. So you always ready?
Yeah.
If you're ready, you don't have to get ready. That's what's up.
I'm about to head to the gym right now as we speak.
All right, man. Get that in real quick. Can you see the back chat?
Huh?
I'm trying.
Can you see the back chat?
You said the back chat?
Yeah,
private chat. The private chat.
Private chat, yeah.
No.
All right, hit the chat button right there.
Yeah, hit the chat button.
Oh, I see it.
All right. You ain't gotta say the name, but you familiar with that fight, the fighter there?
No, I'm not.
Okay, yeah, he's going through the same thing you going through, man. So, y'all, it sucks because he man, that's what I was asking. If you could get down and he come up, man, y'all hit a catch, man, that'd be a hell of a fight.
Yeah, if I can make it 60, I definitely would.
Yeah.
Lonnie, step around here, bud. I was listening to you earlier. I don't know if you talked about it or not, or if you can just reiterate it for me. You talked about opportunities and you talked about staying in shape. What exactly does that look like? I mean, can a boxer per se interview for a job, or are you pretty much just in the hands of an opportunity where you get a call, or is that up to your manager?
Yeah, this is pretty much you just like I got through Katagi fight. I was just in the gym. I did an interview. They're like, "Who would you fight?" I said, "I would love to fight anybody. It don't matter. Anybody." I was sitting on my couch about to go to work, and I'm walking out the door. Leonard Ellerby called me and said, "Yo, you want to fight Katagi?" I'm like, "Absolutely." Like, okay, cool, let's do it. And he's like, when? He's like, you got 2 weeks and 2 weeks and a half. I said, all right, let's do it. I said, I'm thinking just not fighting at 75. He was like, we doing the catch weight. He said, no, you got to make 168. I said, all right, let's do it.
Now, quickly, because you mentioned Leonard. Now, I know Leonard obviously works or conjunction with PBC. Was he on behalf of PBC when he reached out to you?
That I don't know. I can't be on that. I'm not sure.
I only asked because since he's the Mayweather Promotion CEO,
Yeah.
I thought he would hand you one of his fighters. But right on. He called and gave you the Jose. I watched that fight. You haven't fought since that fight, right?
Nope, haven't fought since.
Man, it's been a long time. Yeah, you got some good wins, man. You got Jose. You fought Edwin. You fought
Collegiate.
that Parker dude. And there's one more in there. I don't even know if that guy's even fighting. But right on, man. So it's just opportunities.
Yeah.
Are you with like the big three, say a PBC or DAZN or Top Rank?
Like honestly, like anybody who come with a fight at 168, I don't care who it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, because the way my mind works, it's like I don't care what the network is. Just put the fighter in front of me. I'm gonna kick his ass, and then it's on to the next one. Like losing is not an option for me. Losing is not an option for me at 68. Whether it be Canelo, David Benavidez, anybody, nobody at this weight is gonna beat me. So I don't care. I don't care who it is. Like I don't care what network it is. Like whatever promoter think that his horse can run faster, let's set it up and let's see.
Do you I know you're out in Vegas. Do you still go home to New York and do some training up there?
Oh no. I've been dominated that part of the world.
I see. I just the cold weather athlete type thing. Right on.
Yeah.
Right on. 37, huh? But young.
Yep.
37. Well, that's a blessing, man. That's a blessing, brother. That's what's up. Well, please continue, man. I want to, here over at TBS, we're praying for you, and we hope nothing but the best. I want to see you out there and tackle it.
I have no idea how much I appreciate that, man.
Yes, sir.
It's crazy. I show so much love, but I get shown so much hate.
Yeah, that's just people, man. That's people. That's in me too. I got a lot of hate in this heart. So that's us. Just keep on working, though. Keep on doing. And, my dad always told me work is good. Work is not a bad thing. Labor is good. The Father never intended for that to be bad. So just keep doing what you're doing, man. You got it.
Thank you,
Enjoy
guys,
life.
man. And I'm gonna hit you guys up later when I get to the gym.
Yeah, when you get to the gym, when you get to the gym, you let me know. We'll do the solo type of thing, and then we'll make it to where it's like. So I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. Ben, I can tell you. Hold on. I'm gonna show you the layout real quick. Layout. So this is how we're gonna do the layout.
Okay.
So you'll be in the middle where I'm at right now, working out, and then we'll just be talking our shit.
Okay, that'll work.
Yeah.
Actually, Mr. Thompson, one more question.
Yeah.
Because we're all fight fans here. Who do you be watching when you do watch boxing? Who piques your curiosity there? Who do you like?
Nobody.
I see. Just wondering.
I don't even watch boxing anymore.
Right.
I just box, but I don't watch it. It's not a sport that I love anymore. It's it's like, you know what I mean? It's just, I don't even watch it no more. I don't even watch it.
When friends and family come rushing to you and say, "Oh, about this guy, you heard about this guy," who do they generally talk about?
Gervonta Davis. Yeah, Gervonta Davis. That's the main one.
Gotcha. Yeah, he's very popular, man. He's definitely one of my favorites too.
Facts.
All right.
What female fighter you trying to press up on, man? What female fighter you trying to press up on, man? They starting to look a little all right out there.
Female fight. Honestly, I ain't ran into none of them.
You ain't running into nothing, man. You got, man. Listen.
I'm gonna be honest.
You got to press up on.
I ain't even ran into none of them. Like for me, I gotta see them in person. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really seen none of them in person yet. I be like in my little bat cave.
Hey man, I'm saying they're not fighting in makeup, man. So you getting what you see already. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gotta say too much, man. You know, but yeah.
Yeah, no,
It's a couple of them out here, but man, we go to them and do some sparring. You know, work out,
yeah,
hit the mitts. Let's see what you working on, babe. Let me help you work on
yeah.
a few things. Let me help you with the slip.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? Let me show you how to throw that hook off the jab into your skills.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm
All
about
right, man, get in that gym.
Yeah, my ride outside. I'm gonna call you as soon as I get to the gym.
Yep. Drive safe.
It's all good, man. We might have another surprise guest on here today, man.
Nice.
I'm gonna need
Who,
you to
A-
buy me lunch,
Matter
man.
of fact, y'all chop it up real quick, man. I'm gonna try to get another.
Is
try to
Adrian
try to
Broner
get a
coming up?
surprise guest.
Adrian
Nah.
Broner?
Nah.
Oh, that's no
Hey, the
surprise.
boxing section, man. I'm hungry. Can you buy me lunch?
Yeah, it's already done. It's already done. Already done.
How do you owe
Already
another
done.
woman lunch?
God damn,
Mind your
Steph
business.
is undefeated. Steph
Man,
is
mind your
fucking
fucking
defeated.
business.
Yo,
If
this
you
is not
man.
true.
hold
This
on,
is not
hold
true.
on, man. God damn. Yeah, I mean, shit. If you must know, this is a friend of mine that made the intro. The clock thing. She made all that. So, and I owe her. So, that's how.
And you still haven't? Wow.
If you must be in my business, Stefan.
Well, I didn't
Okay?
bring it up. Combo did. I didn't even know.
Nigga,
I just was wondering, how do you owe someone a lunch? That's all I asked.
That's not what you said, bro. That's not what you said.
Yo, Steph, if you had a special power.
Okay. Well, how do you know? How do you owe another woman lunch? You still didn't say. You just said she did something for you.
He just said it.
So because you made a show and you still haven't paid up, God, dog. This guy.
This guy Steph is amazing. I'm sorry.
Yeah. This guy.
He will
Ladies
dig a
and
hole
gentlemen.
and push you into it.
Hey, listen. Ladies and gentlemen. Stephen Brown. God damn it. Jesus Christ. Anyway. Are you done, Steph? Are you done?
Just buy the woman lunch.
You keep talking, man. And you shut the fuck up. Huh? You keep talking, man. And you shut the fuck up.
All right. So anyway. Yo, can you hear me?
Cal on here.
Yeah, we hear you.
Hey, you get hey, Cal,
That's broken up there, Stinto. I said you breaking up pretty bad.
I don't know what's
Nah, not yet.
Not yet, man. You should have stayed in that parking lot.
I was gonna say, just sit up, get some service.
Yeah. I got my fixing bars, but for some reason
Here, why don't you go out and come back in? Let's try that.
Because real men don't pull out, man.
Yeah.
That's my baby mama.
Jesus Christ. This
I just want to say,
show to some filth.
Well, you know how to edit. Hey, send this over to me, man. I'm gonna get my editor on it for you.
Yeah, I hope so.
Nah, seriously, send it over to me, man, and tell me what you want. You know what I'm saying? You got my number. We'll talk about it and we get it done for you. Can you save it and then be exported and then like how would he get the files?
You had to screen report it.
Oh man. All right.
What up, fellas?
Oh, positive.
Yeah, we out here. I'm out here walking in the city, man. It's finally another hot day. What's up, brother? Say hello to the people.
Oh, you with some family? Nice.
Nah, ain't no family, man. It's my friend, man.
We can't
Okay.
see her though.
Nah, that's my podcast co-host partner, man. We out here walking, man. We done a little 5 mile thing.
Your sound's a little funny, a little
Yeah.
staticky.
You go,
Oh
you
man, I
go.
don't know why it's so
Hey,
funny.
hey, did she only show her ankles like you?
Yo, no, we never show our faces, man.
Yeah, I see. I know. I got that.
Tyler, look, man, my life would be in danger if I showed my face.
Yeah, okay. What are you doing out there, man? Mute your mic, boy. This is a live show.
Oh, my bad.
That's what I was
Jeez.
saying. Y'all crazy, man.
She thick as shit, but I don't know. I don't know. It might be my cousin. Hey, I just want to say, he just confirmed everything I was saying about a specific fight, a couple of fighters, which I had like I was tripping when I said that's how their career got the way it was. Just gonna put that out there once again.
What fighters?
Mambo's right. I ain't gonna say their name on the same stream, but yeah, we've had this argument. I said that's why their career is where they are.
Well, give me one of
They ain't
them.
gonna
I
let. They
don't
ain't
know.
gonna
Or
let
what are you
nobody else
talking
run
about?
They ain't letting nobody else run their household. Simple as
About
that.
how fighters run? Okay. I guess you were right. I don't know what you're talking about.
As long as you said I'm right, that's all that matters.
Yep. Cinto, you there?
Yeah, I'm in the store. But yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. Okay, word. What you
So
think
we got
about
this little thing since we in the store. You got to turn the camera around so we can see what the girls look like.
Man, we ain't working with nothing up in here. Trust me, if we were, I would have shared already. I
My
would have been
dog.
telling y'all about it. You know how I do.
Don't be like Kevin. Huh? He said, hey, you ain't like Kev. You don't go where they ugly at.
Yeah, that's I don't come to this one that often, so I didn't know. Now I know. Hey, Kyle. It's Kyle in the place to be.
My bad. I'm talking to one of the best restaurant owners of all time, man. What's going on? I'm at Malibu Burger. So
Hey, you already
what's
got
up?
your you on the hookup, or you already got your ticket?
I'm about to buy a ticket, but I got a hookup as well. Like to be backstage and all that and everything else. I got that hookup, but I got to buy my ticket. What I'm saying. I got you.
I haven't bought my ticket yet either.
Yeah, you
Hey,
probably should hurry up, bro. It's getting closer.
I'll be in Vegas next month too.
Oh, we gonna be in Vegas next month.
I gotta get it up there.
I'm talking about Caleb and
Yeah,
David, right?
me and one of my homies we set up the Benavidez and Plant fight.
Yeah.
Me and a homie of mine, we're gonna hook up tomorrow sometime and set it up.
Yeah.
He's gonna get there before me. Y'all know I come in and yell the fight.
Yeah, I briefly saw Shelton yesterday, and he was talking about he gonna be with you in that area.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna try to do something.
I'm picking him up tonight from the airport. He's hanging out with me this weekend. In the
That's
Ville.
word, man. That sounds like a good time.
I wish I had my bread together, bro. I would have went, bro. No questions asked.
Yeah, I got room for you, man. Yeah, but I know, man. I know it's all good. You know what I'm saying?
So you gonna take David? I mean, not David. You gonna take Caleb? Obviously, you're gonna take the hometown hero in that fight, right? The young son, the grandson.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's gonna be a good fight. I ain't gonna be upset if he loses, because Benavidez is a problem. Is a problem, But yeah, I'm gonna take the home slice, But hey, I'm looking for a good fight, man. That's the fight we didn't get right there. We're getting this one, so I mean, it's gonna replace the other one that we didn't get.
hmm Yeah, I think. Yeah, yeah, I think just this year thus far, in this quarter 1, I think
Mhm.
that fight and the potential Cool Boy Steph and Naoya Inoue fight, I think those two fights are arguably the best fights of the year thus far. I mean, they hit everything on all cylinders, and frankly, I'm not mad at anyone on who they choose because um, any of those guys could win the fight, man. Any of those guys.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at anyone who chooses Caleb. Caleb is more than ready for this fight, more than ready and capable of winning the fight. He has a style. He has a
Let me
strength.
do the Philly cheesesteak with barbecue sauce
Yeah. And after
Future
what we
self.
and
saw,
Future self.
what
lettuce.
we saw up there, and what we saw up there in New York, we know he's capable.
You know what was crazy about that, Sento? Because
Hmm.
I got there around like the fourth or fifth fight. I
Barbecue
got there
sauce.
like the second round. Like I walked in the building, so I'm like running across the building. I'm looking at the
Hmm.
Jumbotron if I can catch it, and then finally when I
Hmm.
get to my seat, it's like mid-fifth round. What was crazy about that is that when he did what he did, yo, do you remember that standing ovation
No.
he
Add
got?
it. You just,
People stood up and started
like yeah,
clapping.
because the other kind of sauce, and
Wait a minute,
then I want to add the barbecue sauce
I
too.
couldn't hear you.
Yeah.
Kyle, mute yourself. Kyle.
Now go ahead, try to say it now.
I was
What you said now?
I was saying what was crazy about that fight is at the end. Do you remember when everyone stood up and gave him a standing ovation?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
that was crazy, man.
yeah. Hey, you know,
Like I looked
who else
around.
cheered him on? You know
Who's
who
that?
else cheered for him? He had
What's that?
Darrell had two cousins sitting behind me, two female cousins sitting behind me, and
Oh wow.
they
Oh, that's
they
right.
gave
That's
it
right.
up. They gave it up for Plant too.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Like I looked at my
you
brother
know,
and I was like, bro, this is crazy shit.
hmm and they
Crazy stuff.
they it was me and Pews, me and Best Pews was at that fight together. And
Nice.
yeah, man, old girl done gave it up for the old boy. It was
Ah,
just cool.
shit. Gotta put your helmet on. Yeah, man. It's a good fight, man. What am I trying to say? What'd you think about the press conference a couple days early this week?
Oh, it went by like I thought it would.
Yeah, me
See,
too.
Caleb used to talk a lot of stuff in the press conference, but see, ever since he fought Darrell, the
For
way Breadman got him going in, not being angry and fussing and going back and forth with the guy, got him going in being calm, but still saying some slick stuff. So I figured he was gonna take the same ride on this one too. I don't blame him. I would too.
Hey, but
You don't want to
you know
over
what though,
talk
Santos?
because anything can happen. Huh?
You know what I like too though, Santos? That
Mm-hmm.
Breadman has done
Mm-hmm.
was instill confidence.
Yes. Yes. And you know what Breadman said about his last fight when they were training for the last fight? So he was knocking most of those training partners out.
right.
So
I've heard
Oh,
that.
hey, real quick. Hey, listen, we put the link in the group chat. I don't know if you know Santos, but DJ's daughter is selling Girl Scout cookies, and
he sent me a
we got a
text the other
job
day.
to do. Yeah, we got a job to
Hey,
do. So we
I was
gotta
gonna
buy
I was gonna
five. We
talk to
gotta
him.
buy. Yeah, we gotta buy at least 5 boxes a week. You know what I mean? So $25 a week, man. We gotta make sure that she she
I
gets
just
her
buy it one
badge.
time. He know how I do. He know how I do. But look, I was gonna donate some money because I'm trying to eat right now. So I've been eating
Well, listen,
vegetables.
listen, 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 listen. Send them to my house.
Nah,
my man trying to buy pussy with cookies, man. We feel like, hey,
yeah.
listen, I got them
Now
Girl
you know
Scout
what?
cookies for you.
I can buy them and give them away though. That's what I
No,
can do. 'Cause
I just
I
say
gave
you
a
can give
bunch
them
of
to
them
Yeah,
away
me.
that works
last year.
too.
But
That
see,
works
You
too.
can give them to
like you
me.
trying to get some points. I can get some points with these too.
No,
You
I'm
know,
not at. No,
I'm in,
listen, man. Listen, if you don't want to eat the cookies, you can buy them. I'm gonna eat them. You know what I'm saying? They got the new brownie one. They just come out with a new brownie cookie they got. You know
He
what
gonna
I'm
go to
saying?
work and lay him out on the table and be like, hey, y'all want some more Texas?
yeah. What I'm saying is, I got some people I can give them to. That's what I'm saying. And You know, I got 3 or 4 of them I'm juggling at this moment. That a couple of them I ain't, you know, tackled yet.
Yeah, tell
So
him, man,
I
baby, here, put this for you in the office, girl. You tell them that's for them, her, and the ladies in her office. You know.
I don't care who she give it to, as long as she give me what I'm coming for. You know what I'm saying? As long as she break me off a little bit, something, you understand? A little bit of something, just ain't right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Cinto, you and Shelton gonna be watching tomorrow's showcase on Showtime?
Yeah, well, it depends on what time we get back. We might be watching from the devices, man, because we're going to see going to check out some live music tomorrow night.
Oh, fun. What, like some country music?
Yeah, right.
Nice.
Yeah, right.
Shit, nice.
One of my homies owns he owns a restaurant, and he has live music every Saturday night. And this will be my first time showing up for the live music.
Oh,
But
yeah.
Last time
That's
I was
right.
there, I had a little gal with me, one of my little dates from East Tennessee. But the old girl that'll be with me tomorrow night is one that Cal met in Atlanta.
That's what Money at. Money said no. Money at West Tennessee. He said he at West Tennessee.
Yeah, well.
No, they
Money
in the
said
same
he over
place.
in West Tennessee right now.
No, they in the same place. They both in they both in
Money in West
Nashville.
Tennessee or Nashville.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was trying to see if Money was gonna come over for the Super Bowl. He never did hit me back.
Oh shit! I keep forgetting about the Super Bowl, man.
Yeah.
Shit, I keep forgetting about that. Once my team lost, man, I stopped watching football.
I guess I'll just call Money. You
Well,
say back in town?
You should already stop watching football. You know they was gonna lose anyway.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta hit Money up, man. You say, hey, Combo, you said Money's back in Tennessee?
Yeah, he went live last night. He was about at some hotel. He said it's right by the hood.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit him up to see if he coming over for the Super Bowl, man. Because I need somebody to eat up some food, man. All right, that's a bet. But yeah, man.
What you think about Derek James and Anthony Joshua working together for April 1st?
I think that's awesome for Derek James, and AJ at the same time. But let me tell you something, man. When it comes down to our brothers, I'm all in, man. Because I mean, regardless of AJ being from across the pond, he's still our brother. You know what I'm saying? And I'm dead cool with that, man. Break bread with your brother, man.
Right.
That's who he should have got the last time.
That's who he should have got the first time. But
well, yeah, but I mean, he didn't know nobody. He was across the pond. He just did what he did, you know, get himself going or whatever. It's understandable, but when he decided to switch that first time, like that's when he should have broke bread with the homies. But, you know, he was down there with Ronnie Shields and all them. Derek James, then.
Yeah, he tried Derek then. I don't know, Cinto. I don't like it. Love both gentlemen. I like, of course, Derek James for all the reasons. Really, it stems from just him helping out my hometown, my city. He's very, very popular within Dallas, man. He's got a lot of connections. He's doing a lot of great things. Huge with the Boys and Girls Club. He's got his own world-class gym. He's got training centers. He's got a lot of love coming from the city of Dallas, as well as him just being able to implement what he's trying to do there and what he's trying to accomplish. So all the love and admiration stems from that, really. And then the boxing comes second. Just Anthony's got a lot of loose ends that interfere with the boxing. It's got a lot of loose ends, and one example would being just listening to rumors of him never not wanting to work, and I know the type of work ethic that Derrick James commands, polar opposites. So that's just one that stands out for me. And then I also got to think like, okay, here we are, 3 and 4 years removed from all those losses you started to take. This is your third trainer as much as third matches, man. This is it. Derrick James is the best trainer in the world right now currently. He's the best trainer, man, in the world currently. He is the business. He's got a lot going for him. I can't wait to see the result as far as win, loss, or draw, because I wonder what's going to happen if he's going to fire that guy, or just some of those loose ends gonna be talking shit. So I hope I don't know what to hope for. I hope for the best though. I hope it can work out, because this is it. You're on your third trainer, as many as losses as you got. Derrick James can't fight the fight for you.
Is he with Derrick James though?
Yes.
Yeah, he officially signed with him.
And then Kyle, like they kept it. Say
that
what?
makes me scared. That he should have went with Derrick James before though. Like that's what he should have done beforehand. You know what I mean? I don't know why he.
Yeah, this should be like his second fight, third fight with him. You know?
Because this is the loot. Because that's how he does, man. I'm telling you, man. Some of these guys, meaning the boxers, y'all really gotta be like, fuck what they're saying. Look at what they're doing. Anthony Joshua's not done anything in 3 years, but lose at everything.
I mean, that's not really true because he won a fight.
Andy Ruiz stopped him and knocked his ass out. He turns around and fights. I know Oleg is pretty good.
No, he turns.
No, he stopped him, bro. He knocked his ass clear out.
Hey, we're going to get off of this whole conversation with. Hey, listen, that conversation.
Say again.
Moved on forward. Move that conversation forward.
What you talking about?
Y'all keep trying to throw my man's name out there with that L word.
He did. He got his ass whooped. You know what I'm saying?
He got stopped.
He came
he
back.
KO'd.
Bro. You talking about the first fight, dude? They fought twice. Remember, they fought
that's
twice.
what I said.
So they fought twice. You know what I mean? And your boy didn't come to fight. He was fat, out of shape, and overweight. I'm talking to Combo, man, and I'm talking about Combo's boy.
Look, he just preloading up his Derrick James cap. That's all that is, man. He looking for an excuse for Derrick James that fast.
Derrick James gonna get it right. He should have did it.
Well, Combo like
fight with Derrick James.
But I wonder what Derrick James. He must have really showed Derrick James some things for him to actually put that on the line, because he knows this is one fight and a big fight that he's coming in with on him. Like he must have showed him something he liked. Because
but see, the thing is, he did the right thing this time. He took a tune-up fight so he can get used to being with Derrick James. You understand what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, I understand that, but like you chose Jermaine Franklin coming off a loss.
But dog,
that's Deontay Wilder. People are fucking. They're already trying to say he ducking Ruiz. Give me a fucking break, man.
But son of God, salute to you, my brother. Listen,
everybody
does
right? Ruiz.
Listen, this is all I'm saying. All right. At the end of the day, he has to get used to Derrick James, right? He shouldn't have fought Usyk with Robert Garcia. He should have got a fight with him, like, you know what I'm saying? Like another fight, like in with him, you know.
Well, here we are, 3 and 4 fight.
Oh, he's 2 and what is he? 1 and 2, 1 and 3, 1 and 3 in his last 4 fights.
Later with it's not Derrick James. This is him. At some point, like, when are we gonna be like, it's him? Like, look in the mirror, dog. It's you. It's not anyone else fighting these fights and doing what they need to do, but you. That's what my point is on why I brought it up. I'm like, here we are. Now you got Derrick James. The current best in the business. If you can't get your shit together against Jermaine Franklin, it's you, brother. It's not anyone else. That's what I'm saying.
I do think he. I think
And
he
then,
overcorrects. I think
and
he
then
overcorrects, man.
one more thing, Combo. Why the fuck was it a secret? And not to say that it was like sworn secrecy, but dog, it's Derek James. And if I could speak for him, I'm pretty sure he doesn't care if he's linked with you.
Well,
Like I thought that
think
was
maybe
some weird stuff. Like that's the
so. A
loose
lot of
end stuff I'm
times,
talking about.
what I will say, a lot of times when you transfer coaches, especially when you're a high profile fighter or trainers, they want to work out with you first to see if they even want to take you on. See if like you with dogs, if that temperament matches. Are you in a class in the gym? Are you worth working with? Really see if it's worth it. That's what I think that might have been. I think it might have been more of maybe Derek James say, let's see. They'll tell you in a heartbeat, come on down, train, come work out, you can work out, see how this goes.
Well, I guess it makes sense because I watched the presser earlier this week when they did it. Derek had said he had been working with them since November. He didn't say November, but he said 3 months. Again, this is it. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I do understand what you're saying. This time is get off the pot of piss, but
well, the reason why I'm there, Combo, is because, bro, like I keep telling you guys, man, I'm so sick of these fucking narratives, man. I don't fucking care about I know I brought this up, but I don't care about this shit. Just you are talking about AJ. He's considered one of the best heavyweights. Why aren't you fighting the best guys out there? Why does there always have to be an excuse? So hang on. Why is there always got to be an excuse followed up why you can't fight the best guy?
Dude, is he not coming off a loss? Is he not coming off of 2 losses?
2 losses. I don't care about. No one cares about the losses. I don't care about your losses. I just said I don't care about these fucking narratives, bro. Who cares if you lost?
What are you talking about, bro?
What are you talking about? I don't care about that he lost. I don't care.
You want him to? How do you want him to? Bro, you just talking crazy.
So like I said, if you look at how he reacted after the, Andy Ruiz loss, he overcorrected.
Say again.
I said if you look at the way he reacted after the Andy Ruiz fight, it looked like he has a tendency to overcorrect and overthink himself, or maybe that was his trainer. But he came in with a completely different game plan. He was afraid to engage. He was afraid to even box at all. That was running. When you talking about the guy who fought Boots, that was running. And I think that was just an example of his
over.
He over.
Now I could see that too, Combo. But here's the thing. No matter what I think about Rob McCracken, it got him to the peak, got him to the level. And they even, I don't even want to say, not losses. In their wins, they adjusted well. In their losses, they adjusted well. So I know he's capable, but what I'm also getting to is that, look, man, like wherever this guy, he ends up fucking blaming people. And now, like I keep saying, you're with the best guy.
Oh yeah.
It's not that I know what to believe or what or I'm hoping for. It's just there's nothing to really go off on because he ain't doing shit.
No, I don't get me wrong. I understand the blaming of people that has to stop. I got you on that one, but that's just him being a diva, and reality coming down and saying that because you gotta remember his head was so big, dude.
Derek James don't work with divas, man.
He was higher than life.
And sure as heck don't train divas.
I understand that, but you gotta understand he was higher than life. He probably bought into his own hype, his own ego. And now he has to have a reality check.
All right. Let me ask you this combo. Do you think Anthony Joshua is a good fighter?
No. I think he's a good.
All right.
I think he's a decent
that sums it up for me. We're moving on now.
So y'all saying he's not a good fighter?
No, I asked Combo that.
Let me say this because y'all talking crazy, bro. Is he a great fighter? Probably not. Is he a good fighter? Absolutely. Come on, man. Okay, so messing around, man. What are we doing here, dude? Let's come on.
So I look at him like a good, he's a B league fighter. He's a B level fighter. He's not an A fighter.
I think he's a B fighter too. I think he's a B minus fighter. B
Well,
minus B.
I think we got to give him a little bit more credit. My bad. Hold on.
Thank you.
We got to give him a little bit more credit. You don't be unified at heavyweight, and be the biggest money getter of the boxing game currently.
Who did he beat?
Other
Who did he beat?
It ain't a matter who he beat. It's the fact that he did obtain those accolades with those, but he had all the belts except for one.
And I always say this though, Stinto. I always say this. I always say that those all champions are not created equal, man.
They're
because
not,
you got a
but
belt.
They
Asked you, who did he beat?
They questioned Deontay Wilder's resume. Listen to me.
Yeah.
They questioned Deontay Wilder's resume. Does that make him a bad fighter? No, he's not the best technical boxer, but he is an elite fighter. Both of those guys are elite fighters because they get elite money and they have had elite titles. So you don't get to where they are and not be considered one of the elites. They're the elites in they're one of both of them are elites in their weight division. If you ask anybody that knows anything about boxing, when it comes down to those two guys in the heavyweight division, they are in the top 5. I don't care how you slice it, it still comes up peanuts. So, I mean, right now, they are top billing, both of those guys. So I wouldn't just say he's a mediocre fighter because he's not. He's more than that. He's one of the best heavyweights out there. Deontay Wilder is one of the best heavyweights out there. No matter what their style is, losses they have, there's still 2 people that people want to see in the ring fighting, and they will fill any arena.
But so, with that being said, I'm gonna argue. I'm gonna argue with you on this one because I don't care if you sell the tickets. I don't care if people want to see you. When I'm thinking about as a fighter or as a boxer, I'm looking at everything as a whole package. Yes, he's an athlete. He's an athlete, and Wilder is a blessed individual. But he's not an elite fighter. If you put him in a ring with an elite fighter, you'll see the difference between an elite fighter. A motivated fighter beat him. If you're an elite fighter, a motivated fighter can't beat you.
Get him.
Roy Jones was an elite. Matter of fact, Roy Jones was an elite athlete. But when you put him in there with an elite fighter, what happened? He breaks. He crumbles. Now that's the problem with boxing is because when you don't have the best always fighting the best, and like I said yesterday, people just getting the belts all in one club and not having to work their way up and through. You don't really see the chinks in their floors. I'm not taking away from what the man has accomplished, but at this point, he's hit his ceiling.
That's the best shit you ever said,
and the only way for him to get over the ceiling is for the chips to fall the right way. When you go into these fights and you go into getting these sections of body, you look at everything around you and you devise a plan. What section of body can I get a shot at the easiest and the fastest? And then you go pick through that. After you go through wherever Mexico, wherever you fought 1,050 ballroom fights, now you can say, all right, well now let me go get this guy because I can kind of get him, and I can go get this guy, and hopefully he beats him. And now, all right, now I got him. My style matches up well with him, and I'm good to go. And that's what happened with Joshua.
I don't think he's that good, to be frank with you. I rock with the guy. I like the guy. I like him inside and, believe it or not, outside. But as far as boxing, I don't think he's a B on his best day. And then when I compare him to the top guys like Tyson Fury and hang on, with Tyson and Deontay, they're definitely going to beat him. It's no question. It's no question.
Okay, listen.
No question. Go ahead.
Can you name 5 fighters better than Anthony Joshua right now? Heavyweights?
I'll give it a try. Tyson, Alexander, Deontay, Jared Anderson will put hands on him. I'm not saying he's better than him, but if he puts hands on him, some damage might be coming shortly right after that. He might, man. So I'm gonna hold off on that. It's at 3. Give me 4. Because I'm thinking about the top 10 right now. Joe Joyce probably will beat him now, today. That's 4. Let me get one more. See, I can only picture the top 10 in my head.
Andy.
Andy did beat him, but look,
Paulson, Joseph
I'm not gonna. No, neither. No.
What do you think about Charles Markin?
He beat
Those 3 guys, all 3 guys you just mentioned. All 3 you just mentioned.
No. Yeah,
He already beat him.
I think they.
Yeah, I was gonna say everyone's beat that guy.
Richard Torres.
Hell no.
Hey, Judy.
I can't think of a 5th guy, Kyle, for you, but those 4 names will definitely beat him.
Hey,
So can you say what that means? That is 4 names again?
What did you say, Dom? No, you're kind of breaking up a little bit.
Okay, can you name those 4 fighters again for me, Steph, please?
I said Tyson, Alexander, Joe Joyce, and Deontay Wilder.
Did he fight? What's his name? The Cuban?
I'm trying to think of no. He makes excuses not to fight Fury. Like why?
No, not Fury. Fight? No, I said has he fought the Cuban? God, I can't.
Frank Sanchez. Frank Sanchez. He says he wants to fight him.
Yeah,
Luis Ortiz. Luis Ortiz lost to Andy Ruiz just a few months back.
Yeah. All right,
arguably
it is better than him, but I was asking did Joshua fight him?
No, he did not. I don't think Luis Ortiz is better than Anthony Joshua. I don't think that.
Not now. I think a few years ago he would have probably got
a few years ago, like the 2018
version. Better now.
No, before the first Wilder fight. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I think he would have got him back then. They had him on the they set him on the shelf over there at Matchroom to acting like they were gonna let him fight AJ, and that would have been a bad call for them to let him fight AJ back then. So they spared him an early loss against that guy, but now he will beat Ortiz with no problem. Ortiz, his age is showing now.
That doesn't help the cause for him.
But what I was saying earlier before I went into the car wash, I'm not saying that they're elite fighters in the sport of boxing overall. I'm saying in their weight division, they are considered elite fighters. Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. And most any fight, if Lionel B was still on here, he'd tell you the same thing, I'm sure. Because you talk to any fighters of any division about the heavyweight division, those 2 names are coming up.
I think Wilder gets a nod because of his personality. Like he's just such a.
Nah, that ain't part of boxing. Your personality ain't part of what gets you to win in the fight. Your skill level. Your skill level and your heart is what gets you the wins in boxing, and personality. You can have the nastiest or the best personality, you can still get knocked out. But at the same time, if you got a heart.
But at some point with boxing, you got to know how to box.
But AJ knows. AJ does know how to.
You have to. I'm not talking about AJ at this point. I'm talking about Wilder.
Yeah, I mean, I was about to say AJ's boxing skill action is a little bit better than Wilder.
No, that is.
But I'm we talking about boxing skills. We talking about boxing skills as far as combos and all. Oh yeah. Now I'm gonna tell you something.
I disagree. I disagree.
Hold on. Let me tell you something. The man won a gold medal in the Olympics. That
got cheated for it. Cheated for it.
Well, whatever. When you go through the Olympics,
so did Wilder.
When you go through the Olympics and you medal, you have to have some boxing skills. No matter how much power you have, you got to have some boxing skills. Deontay Wilder got a bronze medal. Joshua got a gold. They both are late starters to the sport of boxing, both of them. So what they have accomplished in their lifetime in the sport that they chose to compete in, is phenomenal because they both started very late. They were grown men when they started, and they've
But you have
accomplished
to go through
on
a
both
rigorous.
levels.
You have to go through a rigorous amateur competition and racket. But also, even with that, you still just like I said with Lonnie, dude. All that stuff gets planned out. I don't see how y'all don't get this, but all that gets planned out. When you about to fight, they sit there and they say, okay, you're not entering this tournament, you're entering this tournament. You're not going to do this tournament. We're going to skip this one, get you in this one, because this guy over here can't do that. This guy over here can't do this, and or this guy can do this, everything well. We're going to move you around, and you're going to go to all the different tournaments until you have to fight this guy. Like when they start talking about amateur career and all this and that, like a lot of it, like, dude, they do the same thing in the amateurs. They do the same round, man. Oh my gosh, dude, I've seen, man.
No, I see where you're going, and you're pretty consistent with that point, Combo. Also, too, Sento, I see where you're coming from it. I've heard you say that, and I agree with that. Both men are. I was hoping what you were going to say because I've heard you say this before, that those two guys are talking about AJ and Deontay are simply in a what's the word, anomaly, because what they're doing, the gravitas, and what they've been able to accomplish thus far. But what I'm saying is, I think the work and the pudding is starting to show about AJ now. He's not as good as folks thinks he is. Simply like, and that's going against the highest of talent. That's going against mediocre talent, and now here you are going against lower talent. So I'm not asking like what I should think. I'm just telling you what I think.
Well,
like,
the two guys that he has lost against are not mediocre talent. Both of those guys, both of those guys are highly skilled, technical boxing athletes. Both of them, and with power. Well, one of them with more power than the other, which is Ruiz has power, but he's a highly skilled, technical boxer.
Correct.
He beat Ortiz, who is another highly skilled, technical boxer.
Nah, Ruiz would have beat his ass if he would have lost his weight and he taken his shit serious. Straight up.
I'm just saying.
He would have lost. He would have lost.
Straight up. I'm not gonna get away from that.
But look, Andy's never been stopped. Ruiz, he stopped Ruiz. I mean Ortiz. So I mean, he stopped him. AJ.
Andy's never been stopped either.
Andy's never been stopped.
Ruiz stopped Ortiz.
Yeah.
And he stopped AJ. And
actually, no. Yeah. Hang on. I thought he got a UD. I thought he got a UD on Ortiz.
I thought he stopped him. I could be wrong, but I thought he stopped.
I'm gonna go back. Yeah, I'm gonna go back and look at it because he did
UD because he put him down.
Yeah, he did. No, hang on. He did. He did stop AJ though. Let's get that correct. He did stop AJ. That's who Ruiz stopped.
Against Ruiz, he touched the ground. He made Ruiz, Luis Ortiz touched the ground. And
that's not a stopping.
That's not a stopping. I know. That's what I'm agreeing to you. He got a UD off of that knockdown.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but he did stop AJ, fair and square. The guy looked over at his corner. He spit out his fucking shit numerous times, looking at his corner, didn't know what the fuck to do. Dude got stopped. TKO.
Yeah, you say elite fighter comes to the heart, but what was the heart at when he was spitting?
Yeah, wasn't no heart there. Hell no. But kind of bouncing off what Sento was saying, and I thought his last outing was a perfect example on how I always describe him. AJ needs you to sit there so he can set up his punches, man. I don't think there's anything very technical about that. And
he doesn't have a system to deliver.
And then I think it's no secret that he is questioning himself because he's not taking any more risk at all for whatever reason. But again, he needs you to set up his punches, and then as soon as you do fight someone who can fight with some boxing skill, as Combo would say, he gets embarrassed, or one of them he got knocked out and got stopped. I saw Wilder fight probably arguably like one of the best, not only heavyweights, but one of the best fighters in all of boxing today, get up every time. And like he had to literally go out on his fucking shield. That's hard. That's hard.
All that ass, she talking about the Holiday Express. She said a pussy.
But we're going to see. We're going to see. Come April 1st, we're going to see.
Between those two guys. But I'm saying the accomplishments that these guys have made on the amateur level, as for the short period of time that they were there, and as well as the professional level, they go to Hall. They both of them go to the Hall of Fame. If they don't box another round, they both go to the Hall of Fame. Guaranteed. Because
Well, I
let me
mean,
tell you something. One thing about that amateur thing, it ain't given to you. You got to get there. And once you get
hey,
there,
hey, Kyle,
things
Max
can
is in the
happen. But you
background.
got to get there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, and I'm gonna stem back to what Combo's been saying. You know, like, you know, and we all been saying this in one way or another. When you are afforded the chance, an opportunity for greatness and acceptance like that, you take it. You take it. And to quickly segue real fast, this is why I'm hard on Ryan Garcia. He's got an opportunity to make something real that all of us boxing fans have been talking about for however long, and for whatever quotation we want to insert in the blank, he's pulling back. Dude is literally pulling back. I'm hearing so many different excuses.
Hey,
man.
so hey,
Whether
how y'all feel about the rematch clause shit? I'm not mad at them saying
well,
winner takes all.
hang on.
That's what
Hang on. Max,
It ain't
Max.
nothing to take but money. They ain't got no belts. I'm confused.
Well, Max, that's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about, Max. Here we are. You got an opportunity to make greatness happen. You have an opportunity. Now we're getting any and every
Okay,
type
but
of excuse.
you know,
No, listen to me. No,
I'm
hang
tired
on.
of
No,
motherfuckers
Max,
acting like people aren't allowed to negotiate. That's why you throw some shit up, they reject. You throw. It's like, hey, whatever A side offers, they better take it, because if they don't, they're ducking, they're a bitch. No, it's called negotiations.
No. Hang on. No. We're going too fast.
What are you doing, man?
We're going too fast. We're going too
This
fast. We're going too
motherfucker came
fast.
in on 1,000, Max. God damn.
We're going too fast.
That motherfucker almost fucking T-bone me right now.
I know. All right.
Oh, shit.
Drive safe, brother. Drive safe, man. Be cool. Drive safe. Be cool.
Man.
That's exactly what we're talking about, though, Max. See, or you know, that's your issue, right? I'm gonna add to your issue. I want to add to that. Look, man.
Negotiate, man.
Like, I understand the negotiate. I get that. I get an A side. I get a B side. I get that shit. I get that. However, when you end up as an A or B side lose out on something, bro, this is exactly the opportunity I'm saying. Take it. You may not get another chance at this.
I mean, I think he's taking it regardless. He's just gonna see how much.
No, he's not. Thus far, he's not. Because. Wait, hang on. I'm gonna land this. I'm gonna land this. Because, dude, we in today's, it's funny. In today's boxing, we argue about what a draw is now. When in recent history, or just history, we've never had to argue about what a draw is. A draw is someone who's from boxing skill to literally putting asses in the seats.
Doesn't always have to be boxing skill. A draw is only putting asses in seats.
Again,
nothing to do with skill.
That has changed.
Again, right. Today, in today's boxing, we argue about what a draw is.
What's changed is the asses in those seats. That's what changed. What they think, what they want to see. That's it. It's whoever's paying runs the shit, bro.
Sugar Ray Leonard was a draw. Not because...
Yes, because people like watching him.
Seats. Yeah, no, not because... Yeah, but people like watching him because he was winning and he was good at what he did.
As all the other ones.
No, now you get... Listen, now it's more of how do you look? God damn it, motherfucker. I'm not about to have a Max moment. Ooh.
What you mean?
All right.
But Max,
it's always been about how you. It's always been about how you look, even how you lose. Because you could take an L, but if you gave it like it was a good ass fight, you don't really lose too much of that, other than the L.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying.
Why do you think people still pay to watch Sean Porter and shit? Because of the lovable loser.
Max, this is what I'm saying. No, hang on, Combo. I'm gonna land this and I'm gonna shut up. That's what I'm saying. When the push comes to shove, when the dust is settled, you have an opportunity, but we keep hearing excuses. There should be, dude. You don't bring. No, listen to me. Listen, bro. There's nothing to negotiate anymore. He has the contract to sign it. What the fuck?
So
what else is there to negotiate? No. Here we go again. Here we go with this shit again. Here we go with this stupid ass shit again. What is there to negotiate?
whatever he feels he wants to negotiate.
Okay. So what did he say then that you know of?
And if he said some ridiculous shit,
what did he say that you know of?
Send that back.
What did he say that you know of?
Supposedly the rematch clause shit.
A rematch.
They holding it up. I guess PBC's feeling
now, do you believe that? No. Do you believe that? No. Do you believe that? You, Max.
I mean, this sounds plausible between the networks because supposedly PBC wants the rights to the rematch even if Tank loses, where Golden Boy feels like, well, if Ryan wins, he should be A-side and we should hold the rematch. So
this is always about money, right?
All right, fuck the rematch. One fight, one off. Whoever wins, wins. So I'm like, hey, I'm down with that idea too. I'm down with all the ideas.
So
it's up to them to decide what they agree with.
Who doesn't want it? Who doesn't want it?
That doesn't mean someone doesn't want it.
Who doesn't want it? Who doesn't want it?
They both seem to want it. To me.
No. Who doesn't want the rematch clause?
I believe Ryan's side, the way that PBC had it, where if Tank but I understand that argument because I'm like, winner should control the rematch. The winner should control the rematch.
God damn it, dude.
How does the loser control the rematch?
No shit.
Okay, so that's the argument.
Hey,
that's Ryan Garcia's argument.
If that's the problem, Max is right. The winner of the fight should control the rematch. That's traditional.
Exactly. So how would it be looked at as Ryan and Oscar holding up negotiations because they don't agree with that when we all agree that that's how it should be? The winner should control the rematch.
Let me say it's not that way. It's not that way.
Since PBC said no, then they're saying okay, then take the rematch off, and it's one off. Right. So look, that was their counter. PBC said fuck that. So they said, okay, well in that case, take the rematch clause off. Just whoever the fuck wins the fight wins the fucking fight. And it will come to a whole new negotiation on next fight if there is another one. And if one person wants to duck and run away with their one win, so be it. Don't lose. Like, all right, there you go.
Okay. So this is what I wanted to say when you came in. You never let me finish it. At the end of all of everything that you just said, right? At the end of all that, and if they come to an agreement to disagree, but still an agreement, whoever still has that leverage is going to make that decision. We're at that point now, is what I'm saying. A rematch clause is not enough to take everything off the table, bro.
That's big because that's controlling a second fight. And if this is as big of a fight as they feel the first will be, then the second would be just as big, unless it's like, I don't know, it's a devastating knockout.
Since Ryan said no and they want to take it off, and PB said no, I would say it's them because they're not.
Eventually they're going to narrow it down where it's like it's a take it or leave it type of negotiation.
Listen to me. Ryan and company am not offering Gervonta company. It's the other way around. It would be. I would agree with you had Ryan offered it, but he didn't. They haven't. So since they've lost out, listen to me. Since they've lost out on that, motherfuckers take the deal. And if not, which they're not signing it. So for me, there's nothing to argue about.
Fight this year.
I don't think so. I really don't because if they did, they would do it. But they're not. They got the fucking contract in front of them, and they're not. Oh my god! All right. Well, you know what I say then. You know what I say then. Scratch this deal, and they come up with the deal to offer Gervonta, and we'll see what the fuck happens. How about that?
Yeah, I mean, Gervonta's a big dog. I mean, everybody's made offers in.
How about that? Okay, so that's it. Always comes back to
but there's nothing wrong with pushing back. There's nothing wrong with saying this don't make sense.
I didn't say there was. I never said there was.
PBC said, I never said there was. Because he's never said there was. Then you can't say someone's ducking or holding up a fight or doesn't want to fight because the negotiations are unfair.
No. That's made up shit because that's not the case right now. That's not the case.
I mean, that's what's being reported. No, I'm not in the room, but that's what's being reported.
It's not the case. This is why, if you would let me finish earlier, you would be able to understand what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, after all of that shit, everything you just said, they don't.
I think they're tire kicking. That's what I think. I think both of them are kicking tires. And depending on what
taking opportunity, he's not taking opportunity.
And I think they're both weighing their options outside of each other. They could probably get a fight for a little less money, easy peasy, just to have a knockout and build up to a bigger fight later this year. Like, there's other ways. I mean, there's other things that can be going on. Is you know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. We don't know shit.
No, I sat there and listened to everyone talk this fight over and over and this, that, and the other. Now it's here, and now you're saying you want to marinate it more. Dog, see, this is what I'm saying, Combo. I'm fucking tired of y'all's narratives.
I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to put myself in put yourself in their position when you the A side.
I'm not. I don't want to. I don't have to.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Like, you're like, all right, why wouldn't you weigh your options?
Fuck all that. Fuck that. Fuck all of that. Fuck all of that. If that's what since you just suggested that, Ryan should shut the fuck up and stop saying you're the best because you're not. You've done shit.
I mean, no one believes him.
You've done shit. You've done zero squat. Nigga, you don't got no fucking leverage. What the fuck are you talking about? What are we talking about? Now it's, they both can. No,
right. Ryan is clearly the B side, but B sides are also allowed to negotiate.
Bro,
I think that's what people get twisted. Like, A side suck my dick or suck it or not. Like,
no one ever said they couldn't.
That's been the narrative in almost every big fight that hasn't happened so far. That's been the narrative. Well, this person should just take it. They're the B side.
I just said we don't care about the narratives, bro. We don't.
It's the same narrative though, so it can't be a coincidence. It's the same narrative for the same people.
We don't care.
What the fuck?
Who cares?
It's all common denominators. Dude. Same people involved, same narrative. We're talking about.
I'm gonna say this one more time. I'm gonna say it. Go ahead, Combo. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I think the issue is that the B side is negotiating like an A side because that's the other side's A side. See, you're not gonna give up your ace, boom, coon, your bottom dollar hoe unless you know you got another one that's lined up and ready to go. And that's the problem. So he wants, and he gotta negotiate it as if it's such. That's why I said the two fighters may really feel like they ready to lock horns whenever, however. I already told you how I feel about Ryan or whatever, but I also, the business of boxing is the business of boxing, and the promoters are both kicking tires because they're going to have to spend that money. So let's see what our first quarter looks like, what we're going to get, how we're going to do, what may possibly happen with this guy's criminal cases, or if he catches another one in between time, and then we'll move forward, and then we'll see. But unless it's a perfect sale, like you're looking at a car and everything's perfect, like I like the car, it looks good. It's the car I've been looking at. The miles is okay, but they want $4,500, and I got the $4,500. But shit, if they let me walk away with for $1,100 right now, I'm taking it, and that's what we're going through. They're not trying to pay for what it's worth. They're like, listen, it's worth it. I'm gonna do it because it's straight up business. They trying to
I've heard enough. That's all bullshit. That's all bullshit. That is all bullshit. What the fuck? That is all bullshit.
Trying to get the deal.
All bullshit. No, that's all bullshit.
I'll tell you why. Straight up.
Okay. Yes.
Hey. Okay. Let me say something real quick. Apparently they hadn't fully signed a full contract just yet. They probably agreed to the term offer so far.
Term sheet.
Yeah. Listen, man. You always going. Just listen. Sometimes you can learn something by listening, bro. There was a person who's well known in the business of boxing on the business side recently on another show that was being interviewed, and they said sometimes the contracts are not signed until the day of the fight. They said they can go back and forth. They can go back and forth with these offer sheets for weeks. So this stuff, it's just like some things change at the weigh-in and all that kind of stuff with these fights because of a person may not make the weight or whatever. So they may not have signed the actual contract. They may have signed an off sheet, and they may want to. After they sign, they probably have some thoughts of they want to change some other stuff. But I'm gonna say this also. I love and respect Al Heyman and the PBC, but they seem to find themselves in a whole lot of consistency of discrepancies when they come down to these agreements with these contracts, and that needs to stop. Yep.
I can't do this. I will not do this. I would ask where the proof is for all this, but whatever, man.
It's patterns.
Whatever.
It's patterns. If you have a big sample size,
now,
just
I don't know. Hang on. I don't know how we got to Al Heyman coming from Ryan Garcia wanting or not wanting whatever he wants. How do we get to Al Heyman? Like now, it's their problem.
I mean, because
This is ridiculous.
they offered some
outrageous. This is ridiculous.
He handles the business for PBC. He handles the business for PBC. He is the face of PBC. Well, we don't see it, but he is the head of PBC. That's why he is the business of PBC.
So because of that, Ryan Garcia,
Tom Brown is nothing but a figurehead with a title.
Ridiculous.
But Al Heyman does all negotiations when it comes down to PBC fighters. Period.
So Sento, so if this fight doesn't happen, it's PBC and Al Heyman's fault?
I didn't say that. I'm just saying.
No, I'm asking.
They need to stop being consistent.
I'm asking.
I don't know anything. I don't know because the fight hasn't broken down completely yet. Until every listen, bro. You're making insinuations. You putting words in my mouth. I didn't say.
I didn't put any words.
What I'm trying to say is, I will listen to me. Depending on what the finality is, if this fight breaks down, because it could be some changes on the other side that kills the fight as well. We talking to two different promoters. So we're talking about two different promoters involved with this fight. High profile promoters.
When was the last big Golden Boy fight? When was the last big Golden Boy fight?
I don't care about all that, bro. I'm just talking about this fight.
We're talking about patterns of success and failure here, and we're accusing and insinuating that they're doing this and they're doing that. What the fuck is Golden Boy doing? What are they doing? What have they done?
Do they not have a pattern?
What have they done?
They don't have a pattern.
They don't have a pattern. They don't have a pattern. Fucking shut up. No, they don't. I just said no.
It don't matter. I'm talking about PBC.
Nah, it don't matter.
PBC has a pattern. It's a clear-cut pattern, and we are seeing it. And there's going to come a time when you're going to be like, man, y'all tried to tell me. Y'all tried to tell me. I just didn't want to listen. Watch.
What fight?
Nah, I'm not going to argue with you, bro. You're going to find out
for yourself. I'm not arguing. I'm asking you a question.
I'm in the boxing for the love of the sport. I ain't in the
that's what I say. I mean, that's what I say.
I'm in the boxing for the love of the
sport. That's what I say. But
so,
when I'm losing arguments, like I got to resort to that and say that about other people.
When you're in the boxing for the love of the sport, all that biases will go out the window.
Well, what biases?
You can't seem to get
past that.
What
biases do I have? What biases do I have? I don't have any biases.
Let's check the chat and see what they say about your bias. Let's check the chat. Let's check the chat and see what they say about your bias.
Okay. Let's hear it. What they say.
Steph is crazy biased. Steph is crazy biased.
Like shut up, man. You're starting to piss me off.
Like
shut up.
Shut up.
Shut the fuck up, man. Shut up. Shut the fucking mouth. No, keep my name. No. Combo, do me a favor. Keep my name out your mouth. No, Combo, do me a favor. Combo, do me a favor. Combo, do me a favor. Keep my name out your mouth.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth.
Combo, keep my name out your mouth. Can you do that for me?
Al Heyman name dick out your mouth, man. Don't get your feelings hurt. We talking like we do every day. Don't want to get your feelings hurt.
Yeah,
come on, fella. Let's not be personal disrespect.
Right.
Hey, fella. Let's not be personally disrespectful to each other. We're brothers at the end of the day.
Tell the homie, because I don't come at him like that. But he's always saying shit like that.
We don't need to do that.
Man, you the one who got
come on, man. Y'all, both of y'all. I'm talking about both of y'all. Let's like make it personal, man. It's not about that, man. This is boxing. This panel right here. This is one of the panels that people supposed to come to and not worry about it. Things getting personal like that, man.
It's not getting personal, man. Steph, I gotta get personal with Steph, man.
Be quiet.
Like I said,
dog. Quiet.
No, if you don't want nobody talking to
you, I don't want to listen to you. I don't want to listen to you. I don't. You get off. How about you leave?
Fucking talking. You gonna mute me?
Nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm not gonna do any of that. But I do want you to be quiet. I do want you to be quiet.
You want some real female shit.
Because you run your mouth about me and say things that I've never.
I'm going to watch me some BMF, man. Y'all tripping. I'm going to watch some BMF, man.
I don't say shit like that about you.
Man, what I run my mouth and say? Come on.
You're trying to say I'm this and that and the other about PBC, and none of that is true. You're just running with some so-called joke.
You are biased.
No, I am not.
I was joking. Hold on. First of all, I was joking.
No, I am not.
Now you want to cry like a little bitch because you and your
I'm
friends. That's
not.
your problem. That ain't my problem.
I'm not crying like a bitch. I just asked you to shut up and keep my name out your mouth. I didn't.
So what the fuck?
All I did. Will you be quiet and let me answer your question?
No, I'm
No, I
expressing
don't
to you,
want to
Steph.
listen
And this is my
because
second time
you
saying it,
keep
and I
my
ain't gonna
name
say it a
in your
third
mouth.
time.
Keep my
This is
no.
third.
I'm
This now
telling you
be
what
my
I
third
said.
time me saying this shit.
I am
You be
telling
popping
you what
slick,
I
and you
said.
be saying some
I
shit
am
that
telling
in
you
other
what I
realms
said.
you shouldn't be motherfucking saying. And that's all I'm gonna say. That you can go ahead and do what you want to do and say what you want to say, but it be your motherfucking mouth. That's what it be, cuz. As simple as that.
So you're saying I say things I shouldn't say, which are what? What
That
have I
keep
said
my
that I
name
shouldn't be
out your
saying?
fucking mouth. See,
Yeah,
I don't
because
know
you're
what
saying
culture you
shit.
in. I don't know what culture you in, Slim. But that ain't even cool. Now let the shit slide when you said it, and I was like, nah, I'm not gonna keep my, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even try to go at your neck. But it's you saying some slick ass shit like that.
I don't think that's slick.
That's where we differ. That's where we differ, and that's what I said to you before. Because you was arguing with somebody before, and I said, Steph, you have a tendency to say shit that is completely different if you're in a different culture, you're in a different environment. And because you're talking to people that's in different environments, different cultures, when you like that, you better take heed. That keep my name out
A
your
different
mouth, son. That's some
culture? I'm not
challenging
in a
shit. That's like
different
saying suck
culture.
my
What are
dick.
you talking about?
I ain't come
What
at you like
culture are you
that,
talking
cuz.
about?
That's
What are you
your
talking
choice.
about?
So I don't even
What are
want
you
to hear that
talking
somebody
about?
disrespecting you when you probably disrespectful at first. Somebody saying that somebody biased ain't disrespectful. That's an opinion or maybe possibly a fact.
Combo. I told you to be quiet and shut up to keep my name out of your mouth because you're saying shit about me that's not true. That's not anything I've ever said. You just, in my view,
can you prove it's not true?
Excuse me?
Can you prove it's not true, that you're not biased?
Yes, I'm not.
That's not how biasism even works. It's actually a bias. When you're biased against something, you do it unintentionally. You're unintentionally biased. You're not knowing that you're doing it. That's the whole
BMF ain't showing this week, man. BMF is not airing this week. Kiss my leg. I gotta find something else, man. Hey, man. Hey, I'm just gonna say this, man. Keep my wife's name out your. Hey, did y'all see Best Man? The final chapters. The last one, man. That
I
was
have
a
not
funny
seen
thing,
it.
man.
I have not seen it. But
Man,
hang on,
y'all got to see it.
Cinto,
Number 8, man.
hang on, because I'm putting this shit to rest real fast. I want to know how I'm biased for the PBC coming from Combo.
You say what? Say it again.
I want to know how I am biased for the PBC coming from you.
Because you tend, and you have a pattern and a tendency to automatically, maybe unknowingly, side with something, knowing once you know that it's coming from a certain party or a certain group. So you can be told, somebody can say, hey, this person did X, Y, Z. And you will say, man, that's bad. Then you say, well, hold on, this person did it. Well, hold on. No, when they did it, it was different. That's a bias. Now, I'm not
asking for examples. No, I'm not asking for the examples. Hang on. Let me boldly interrupt you real fast. I'm not asking for the example. I'm asking, how am I for PBC? Don't talk about all this other nonchalant stuff.
That's what I'm saying,
Talk
dude.
about the BB. No.
That's what I'm saying.
Give me, no, listen. Give me the examples of that.
Just now, y'all
fighters,
was having a whole
situations.
about Ryan Garcia and Tank, right? And actually, you were aligning on a different side. But the moment that a person said, "Oh, Al Heyman," well, hold on, what Al Heyman got to do with this, and why is it? And you turned the whole argument into a whole different situation.
What you think. But the truth is, that's not the case.
So okay, I didn't hear that. You're right, man. You're
right, man.
You're right, Steph. I didn't hear that.
Keep going. I want to hear more of this. Because Al Heyman's name got brought up.
I'm not dealing with a delusional person.
Totally switched. Because Al Heyman's name got brought up. I totally switched. I'm biased. It's ridiculous. Keep going.
Combo might have lost connection then.
Fuck him, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
Man, y'all be cool, man. I mean, it's just
I am cool. It's just like,
barbershop.
fuck him, man. Fuck him. Nah, fuck him. Forget him. Dude talks again shit out of the side of his fucking neck. You gonna say I say fucking shit out of the side of my neck? I don't say things off the cuff, and I don't say anything to be trying to funny either. Fucking loser. Fuck you. give people an opportunity to say shit, and they just talk about everything else except what I asked you. That's my problem with some of you guys. When I asked you guys some shit, y'all start talking about everything else except what I asked you. Like, God, dog, man, like. So hey, go along with it. Kyle, you there?
Hey, well, look, fellas, I got to go ahead and lay it down, man. I got to pick up Shelton tonight from the airport, man. So I gotta get in a little early, get some rest, man. Y'all hold it down, man. Hey, man, try to have some brotherly love. It's all right to have differences,
I got no
disagreements, but let's not make it personal, though, fellas.
Cinto, you be cool.
See?
You be cool.
See, you talking slick like that, but then if I say I'm gonna slap the shit out you,
I'm not talking slick. It's fuck you. There's nothing talking slick. It's fuck you, Combo. It is fuck you. Yeah, dude,
come on,
fuck you. It's fuck you today, fuck you tomorrow, fuck you on Monday, Sunday, all of that. When you wake up tomorrow, I want you to think Steph said fuck you. No, wake up. And in fact, when you go to sleep tonight, when you go to sleep, just know Steph said fuck you. Fuck you.
That's cool, Steph.
It is. It's more than cool. Yeah, it's more than cool.
Fucking talking big, but you got a white boy at work treating you like a little bitch, little hoe ass nigga.
I don't have a boss.
I don't want to hear shit
I'm
from
my
you,
own contractor. I don't know what you're talking about. Again,
I
don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's my last day. Hopefully he don't. If he sees something, man, such a bitch ass.
You see this sense? Do you see Cinto? This is coming at me personal.
You came in.
This is coming at me personal. I didn't say anything about his work life. I didn't say anything about his family. I didn't say anything. I just said fuck you. I didn't say anything.
You know when I see you, I'm giving you fair warning. When I see you, I'm slapping the shit out.
This is him coming personal.
No, it's personal now. You said fuck me, nigga. That's personal.
Yeah, it is. Fuck you, dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So when I see you,
bye.
I'm gonna slap the shit out.
All right, leave. Get out of here. Bye. Fuck you.
I ain't going nowhere. Got me fucked up, you little bitch. Little bitch gonna
Stay fucked up. Stay fucked up. Fuck you.
Broke ass motherfucker.
Yep.
Put your ass on that damn
broke.
garage.
Yep, broke.
Man, y'all tripping, man.
Nah, because I listen, I didn't even come at him on no disrespectful shit. I was like, yeah, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? No, I'm not talking to you. Men are talking. Shut up.
I want you to just rewind and listen to everything you've ever said to me. And then I want you to know.
So, like I
then
said,
I want you to listen to me and see if I'm coming at you like that. I want you to listen to me if I'm coming at you.
Like a little bitch. And I just said, yo, your mouth is disrespectful. I ain't even go disrespect him. I said, man, listen, you saying stuff like that is disrespectful. And it can be taken a different way. He want to keep escalating it like a little bitch.
You didn't say anything. What did I say?
The same thing you said, Santos, when I was like, yeah, man, listen, man, Steph, that's my brother. I'm not going to argue with him. I'm not arguing with another person.
What did I say that's disrespectful?
So
what did I say that was disrespectful? What did I say that was disrespectful?
Steph,
what did I say?
You told him to shut your fucking mouth. You told him to shut the fuck up. Stuff like that was whenever it had got disrespectful. That
say it again, Kevin. No, Kevin. I didn't hear you, Kevin. You're talking about him.
I ain't a forgiving nigga.
What'd you say?
Now, after we do what we do, it might be able to shake hands.
Shut up, man. Kevin's trying to talk to me. Shut up.
Man, I don't give a fuck. You's a bitch. The fuck you talking to men like that for?
Nah, Steph, I was saying that it got disrespectful whenever you started saying, shut the fuck up, shut your fucking mouth, stuff like that. You know what I mean?
I see.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I said that because
and honestly, you can't get upset at him actually or whatever, right? Reacting to that. Because just think about it. If somebody had told you, right, shut the fuck up, you'd be like, nigga, hold up. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but when folks are saying shit that's not true about you, you're gonna come off at it whatever way you come off. So that's my excuse. But I don't come at people personally, ever. Kevin, can you think of any time I ever come at you personally if I go at anyone else personally outside of what we're ever talking about?
No.
Never. That's not my style. That's not my character. But continuously, folks, when they feel like they're losing against me on whatever it is, they got to say some silly ass shit. So I am going to tell you to shut the fuck up. As a matter of fact, I thought I did it in a nice way. All I said was, hey, man, just keep my name out your mouth, dog. perhaps a little with more animation, but fuck you, man. Like, you're saying shit about me that's not true. I am going to defend myself when after it.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It was a peaceful boxing conversation, and then the shit had just went left.
Yeah, because I'm tired of people just saying shit off the cuff. Like, it's not even true, man.
Hey, my man, Money said he's gonna come over to my place Sunday, watch the game with. So that's a plus, man. I appreciate that. He's supposed to come in the menu with, he's in town. Hey, Combo, appreciate you letting me know he's in town, bro. You know what? I realized, Combo, I must have forgot to send him the text a few days ago. I thought him and my son were holding out on me, but I didn't send a text to him. I realized today. So yeah, good looking out, Combo. But hey, look, brothers, look. Let me say this, man. We got enough of us going at each other throughout the YouTube space in this boxing community. And I know we don't all agree on things. Y'all know I argue with people, man. But I try not to make it personal unless it's somebody y'all know who I don't like. Everybody knows who I don't like. And if he talking crazy to somebody else, I jump in and start a fight with him, purposely because I don't like the way he get down. I think he's a very disrespectful person that sits around and just want to come over and start some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's two people I don't like, but there's one is more personal to me. But at the same time, man, for us guys who come into the same space very consistently all the time, man, we can't be making this stuff personal with each other, man, because it ain't that serious. At the end of this, it's a sport that we love. We all have opinions about it, and we just need to, if we're upset with one another, we don't agree with what somebody said, let's not escalate it to a personal thing. Let's just keep it like, hey, man, I don't like what you said, so I'm gonna chill for a minute. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. I don't know, but just don't make it personal, because it ain't that serious, man. It really ain't, man, because we all probably know of some people that's gotten killed for less. And we are more knowledgeable than the people before us that have been killed for less situations like this. So let's not do that, man. And then they don't need to think that that's the way we know how to communicate with each other only, because that's not the only way we know how to communicate. Every last one of us up on this panel right now are knowledgeable people. Every last one of us. Everybody has a skill level that's above normal. But all of us are knowledgeable people that can share something with one another to help the next person get to the next level of what they're trying to do. There's not one person that comes on this panel that I'm aware of that is just what do you say when a person can't read? Illiterate or non or don't have any. I don't know of a person comes to this panel who doesn't have a level of intellect in some aspect or another. So let's just let's not make it that personal. I understand we're gonna disagree. Steph, me and you, we go at it. But I love you, man. I really do. Because if I did, then I would come on here every time and pick a fight with you. But that ain't what it is. I love you. We don't agree on a few things, but there's a lot of things we do agree on. And one thing that one and every one of us do agree on is the sport of boxing. We love it. We're passionate about it. If we weren't, we wouldn't be out here talking about it. We wouldn't take our time at different times of the day and come together and congregate about the sport that we love. So we gotta stop doing that as much as we do. It's enough of that going on, and I think some of all of us, at some time or another, when these situations occur, we take it a little further than we need to. I'm including myself in that, and we got different people on different panels that don't. Some panels don't like other some shows don't like other shows. Hosted. Everyone who hosts their own panel their own platform. They don't like the ideas of another person who's hosting another platform and stuff like that. We all have people out here in the space that we don't agree with, but to just kill off each other like that, man, it's unnecessary. Trust me. I got a lot of people. I won't say a lot, but there's a few platforms that I have ventured out to in the past and subscribed to them that I do not I do not agree with them at all. And but even though I disagree and I find myself not liking the persons behind it, but instead of me going all personal and tripping like that about it, I just don't go to their platforms. And I'm still subscribed to their platforms, but I don't go to them. I don't give them my view. I don't give them my opinions. I don't give them a thumbs up, a thumbs down, or any of that. I don't go to it, but I subscribed to them years ago, and I don't care nothing about them having a subscription. They can have it. It ain't costing me anything, but I don't have to sit there and check it out. You see what I'm saying? But over here, man, it's supposed to be sort of like a barbershop type of setup where you go to the barbershop, you get your hair cut, you're gonna have a lot of times there's a discussion about different topics in the barbershop, and we all don't agree. Everybody who's been to a black barbershop has experienced that at one time or another. But you never see the conversation in the barbershop leading to a fight. And I haven't personally, and I've been living 55 years, and I hadn't seen a fight in the barbershop lead to a fight. A conversation in the barbershop lead to a fight. I ain't saying it's never happened. It probably has, but it's a rarity because that's like a space that men folk go to talk about whatever they want to. And the conversation usually don't change until the females walk through the door. Then we get a little nicey, and we looking at the bump, walk through. You understand? So, man, let's keep it real, man, and keep it. Let's not go under the belt, man, below the belt, man, because it ain't necessary to do that. And we all we got, man. I'm serious, man. I'm gonna tell you something, man. It's been so much going on in this world, in this particular country, but let alone throughout the world when it comes down to this melanated skin. The world don't like us, and they are ignorant about why they don't like us. They don't like us because we have this pigmentation, and we are born of this melanated skin color and this culture that we have. They hate us so much in different places around the world that they cop every swag and different style that we create. That's how hated we are because they want to be like us. But then they want to call us savages and uncivilized people and things of that nature. When we know that's not true. We know that we have a lot of intellect. We know we have a lot of caring, heart warm feeling emotions about people in this world, no matter what race they are from. And we know that we are capable of doing great things, have done, still doing, and will do more. But we can't keep proving them the crazy thoughts and comments and opinions that they make of us. We can't keep proving them right in what they're thinking. So we got to show them different, man. I mean, some of the most greatest accomplishments ever in the world since the beginning of time to now, there are more accomplishments of people of color than any other race. And that's around the world. People of color are the reason civilizations exist. People of color are why technology exists and how the advancement of life and the way of living keeps advancing. It's because of people of color. So
L-Dub just told me that he said that PBC sent the contract back to Golden Boy. They will allow Ryan to be the A side in the rematch if he beats Tank. Deal was supposed to be done soon. April 15th is up. So that's what we got.
Cool in the game. Cool in the game. That's good.
Sign the contract then, nigga. What the fuck you waiting on?
That's righting the bit. That's righting the wrong and righting the business, and that's cool. That's cool. That's fair.
Hey, do you but I thought PBC is fucking people over.
I didn't say that those are not the word. I said they are consistent in having issues in negotiations. That's what I said. Sean Porter didn't get a rematch one. He never got a rematch. And that was an in-house deal every time.
Chocolate.
But anyway,
looks more like on your body.
I don't know, man. I'm not gonna sit here and say yes he did when I don't know, but I just know he didn't. He was never offered any. I know his dad or he or his dad or both said he was never offered rematches.
Well, I just want to quickly comment on that. Just I mean, look, man, whomever is offering to whomever, that's I mean, don't you think that was?
He asked for a rematch at the end of that fight with Spence, and Spence said, "You're not getting."
There you go, then.
At the post interview.
Well, I mean, if that's what Big Fish wanted and that's what he was thinking at that specific time, then that's what it is, man. We may disagree with that, you and but that's what it is.
He was in his rights to turn him down because that fight was done and over, and they didn't get it. They didn't get it. Listen. Whoa, slow up. They didn't get that handled in the before that fight, so all bets are off after that fight. After that contract, the final contract is signed, and they do have the fight. I'm not saying that was Al's fault there, but I'm just saying there's been talk that there was reasons that Sean Porter was never offered rematches before his fights, his big fights.
What I'm saying, Sento, to all of that is, look, man, like, okay, look, that may be true or not true. Whatever that is, though, I push all that stuff to the side, man. Whomever. Like I'm gonna use Spence and Porter for the example. If Spence has the upper hand and leverage, that's just what it is, man. Like, he don't have to do anything that his opposition says they want him to do or has to do. If that's what he said, if that's what he offered, Porter had the diligence to either take that or not take that. He took that. And then also what I'm saying at the end is that you don't get to bitch about it at the end, man. That's what you signed up for. So, I mean, I would put myself in a situation like, or we do this personally every day, or whatever we want to do and whatever we don't want to do. There's a consequence, there's a response, there's an effect to our decision making. So if whatever happens, the outcome out of that decision, we don't get to just like gripe about it and say that, or, and talk crazy about the opposition and say they did something to us. No, dude, we knew that going in, and we also knew the effects of that coming out.
Okay, I'm gonna agree with everything you just said, but I'm also gonna tag this to it because what you just said needs to be. You need to agree with what I'm about to say as well. The original debate and opinionated argument that we had, me, you, and Combo, about Ryan and Tank is about that rematch issue that was not being offered before. The fight hasn't happened yet. So Ryan and his team were in their rights if they haven't signed a final contract, which I'm thinking they haven't. They were in their rights to ask for that. And that's the point I was trying to make earlier. So with what you just said, you shouldn't have had a problem with Ryan asking for that rematch.
I've always said I don't have. I'm sorry to cut you off, sir.
No,
But
you were saying he need to sign the contract and move on. That's what you were saying, pretty much.
But why though? But why though to that specific situation? Because, like I said, everything that we're talking about, I am what's the word? I am delegating, right? I am pushing certain things, or I don't want to say certain. I am pushing the bigger stuff over here and the trivial stuff over here. The reason why is because at the end of the day, overall, whomever has the most leverage is gonna get the best of everything. It does not matter whether it's this deal, Ryan and Tank, whether it's Spence and Crawford, whether it was Floyd and Oscar, whether it's Bernard and somebody, whether it's Roy and Antonio. It does not matter. Whomever has the most leverage to begin with will also end with it. Why? Because that's what they all agreed upon, and that's what everyone signed up for. Now, I know there's some haggling and negotiating and back and forth. Yes, that's normal behavior and that's expected. But when I'm going to use the Floyd and Oscar example, as we all like to do. At the end of the day on that, Floyd had to do what Oscar wanted. After that, Floyd beat his ass, embarrassed him, and still had to recognize what that situation is because he had signed the best end of the deal. Oscar still goes on to be an A-side to almost every fighter he ever fought afterward. Same thing with Devin Haney and company. He signed a 2-fight deal. He was not the bigger end of the stick on either of that situation. The glory and the amazement came from after him. He became hit, and that's what he wanted. So I said all of that to say this. If you have an opportunity, and this is just my opinion, if you have an opportunity to make something happen like this on what we're talking about, greatness, take it. Don't not take it and then blame someone else for those shortcomings. Prime example with the money, dude. You either have the leverage or you don't. Right now, I think Gervonta has all the leverage. I don't think Ryan has any of the leverage. As far as like that, you remember what I said. I put the big stuff over here, small stuff over here. He doesn't cut that. He doesn't even come from that type of cloth. And I say that because, dude, you have 0 pay-per-views, man. Come on, man. Come on. Your glory starts now with Gervonta. And that's just how I'm viewing it. It starts right now, and that's if you take it.
I'm not disagreeing totally with what you're saying. I understand exactly everything you just said, and the history that you laid out did go down like that. But I am saying this: when Floyd fought Oscar, there was no PBC. Al Haymon fighters were under Golden Boy. Okay, now Al Haymon wanted to right the wrongs in boxing for the fighters and help them out where the business of boxing was not doing them right, from what I remember and understand. But me personally, from what I've been seeing a whole lot of, well, I'm not gonna say a whole lot, but I've been seeing some few instances because I know I've been seeing a few situations with fights where PBC is doing some of the same stuff that Golden Boy was doing. And I've always viewed Al Haymon's leadership and PBC, from what I remember, they were supposed to be in the corners of the fighters, want to get them paid more money and things of that nature. But when you're doing those same practices that of what you just got out from under, you become the oppressor, just like the previous oppressor. And so I cannot, if I see a man or a company doing the same things that they said that they were that they didn't agree with, then you're no better. So I don't have disrespect for Al Haymon. I love the fact that the brother wanted to make sure fighters have better opportunities and get better money in the sport of boxing. One of the biggest reasons I decided to follow the LDBC and get behind their support for the PBC is because That's what it was about. It was about black fighters having opportunities and getting paid the right way. But now the things have changed somewhat, apparently, with the monies and the viewing of the fights and the pay-per-view sales levels are not what they used to be. I'm starting to see some of this same stuff that was going on before PBC come along within PBC. And so I can't agree with that. You know, if I see a bug and it looks like a certain type of bug that I'm aware of, and it's supposed to be classified as that type of bug, I got to call it that type of bug. No matter if he's my a relative of mine or not, I got to call it like I see it. I got cousins that I love. I got a brother and a sister. Love them dearly. Grew up with them. But they both are out of their freaking minds. They know it. I know it. Everybody in the family knows it. And I tell them to their face. I got to call it like I see it. So that's all I'm saying, bro. If I was a fighter and I'm in this situation, trying to get, trying to earn a living in the sport that I love, if I don't agree with something, I'm gonna speak on it. And I can't, a fan may sit there and say whatever they want to, but they ain't on the inside dealing with this stuff. That's why the homie Lionel B, he was one of the first fighters to break down publicly a lot of stuff that was going on within PBC against him personally. So and then after he spoke, we started seeing that some of the stuff come to fruition with other fighters.
Well,
So
Cinto,
I cannot hold on. I cannot. I mean, and some of his stuff happened under the Mayweathers, of course. But I'm just saying, man, if I see it, I can't turn. This is the sport I love. I'm passionate about this sport. I don't care if it's Al Haymon, Arum, Oscar De La Hoya, Eddie Hearn, Richard Schaefer, or any other Lou DiBella, any promoter out there, or manager, I don't care who they are, how much respect I have for them. If you're wrong, in my opinion, I'm gonna say you're wrong. How you handling the business fight? These promoters and managers are the reasons we're not getting the best fights, bro. The fighters want to fight, but these managers and promoters are cheating me out of the sport that I love. So no, I ain't riding with all that bull crap. I don't care if your skin color is darkest mine, or lighter than mine. I don't care about that. I care about boxing. That's what I care about. So I ain't riding on no. I ain't taking no ride for nobody. I'm taking a ride. If I spend my money and I spend my time and try to enjoy the sport that I love, then damn it, I want to see what I want to see. Fairness. That's it.
Right.
I don't care who's on the other side, outside the ring, signing papers.
Right.
That was very non-biased of you.
I care
That
about
was very
how
non-biased of you right there.
I care about how they treat the sport that I love. That's what I care about.
And Cinto, I agree with everything you're saying. Just how you agree with everything that I'm saying. Now that we're getting to the bread and butter of this, again, I agree with everything you're saying. I don't see a problem with what you're saying. I don't see a problem with any. In fact, I don't. Just overall, in generality, to the context of conversation, what we're talking about in boxing, I really don't see anything wrong. And the reason why I don't see anything wrong is because I'll ask you, you take the names and the emotion away from it. Who is perfect in boxing? Who is perfect in boxing companies? Who is perfect as a promoter, a manager, a fighter? Nobody. I know that off top of the cake. I know that going into the situation. I look at this stuff for what it is. Just talking about the big three in general and trying to be non-biased here, they all present a good product. They all do things differently on how they try to grab one's attention or promotes a fighter. As far as the blueprint on how boxing as an engine, a machine works, it's generally the same. They just, again, they're different entities who are trying to reach the same audience with different tactics. Again, I know that off the top. When it comes, I'll use the Spence Crawford example. When it comes to a situation like that, a big fight like that, I said this in the two previous conversations that I said earlier. Look, man, off top, whomever has the leverage is going to win that battle. Why? Because the whole thing is built around drawability. And drawability equals what? The bottom dollar and bottom price. So whomever is bringing more of that has the leverage. Me personally, I may disagree with that. I may run, until the cows come home, yelling, I disagree with that. That's fine. But I also know that it's a fact on that drawability quote that I keep mentioning. So, but since I say that about the PBC, I get called all sorts of names and different types of things when that exact situation happens everywhere else around boxing. Perhaps I feel a certain type of way about Al Heyman. Perhaps I feel a certain type of way about PBC. Perhaps I feel a certain type of way about Top Rank. But what I'm saying is, this is the same as it is over there versus over here and even over there. But
I hear what
you
you're
can't
saying.
say
Let
that.
me ask you.
You can't.
Let me ask
Go
you.
ahead.
Let me ask
Go
you a
ahead.
question. I hear what you're saying. But let me ask you a question. When you first heard about PBC coming to fruition, what did you hear, and what did you think about what you heard? And
What?
if what you heard was the same as I heard, do you see PBC living up to that today? Honestly.
Yes. First question.
Okay. So what did you hear?
When I first heard about PBC, I heard it was a new boxing company starting up, and then there were some famed boxers who were helped starting it up, such as Floyd Mayweather, such as Keith Thurman, such as Sean Porter and the Danny Garcias, and other big time weight classes. The big monarchy there. The big,
yeah, what was
yeah, I'm
the
gonna get to
mission
that.
that you heard about?
I'm gonna get to that though. The big monarchy there was that we're bringing big time boxing back to national television. That's what I initially heard. Now, the mission was to get more money in the fighter's pocket. I still do agree with that statement. I think I was just saying this some weeks ago on some other streams, if not continuous streams. Look, not everybody is going to make it. Not everyone is going to be a multimillionaire. Not everyone is going to be the biggest star. Not everyone is going to be the biggest draw and biggest name. That's not even how it works normally in just reality. That's not how it works. Not at all. So I don't expect everyone to it really being like that. Now, as far as a black fight fan on supporting black fighters, that's normal to me. I don't need to call that anything. I don't need to, parade that. I don't need to do anything. I could clearly see that. This is clearly when I say a black sport, there are a lot of melanated people within this sport, bro. With not only that, well, to get back on track, since we are talking about the PBC, the head of their mission is a black man. So I'm not at all surprised if he's helping out folks who look like him, quote unquote. But that's not what it's about, man. What it is about is what you keep claiming: boxing. Just everyone up in this bitch is black. No problem with that. No issue with that. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing. Let me say it again. There's nothing wrong with that. Why? Because there are talented black fighters who want to fight. Now, again, I do know this is, a big business, but that But I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna shut up. Not everyone's gonna make it, bro. That's just, and forget boxing. Not everyone's gonna make it in life. You know me, Santos. I keep telling people, yo, y'all gonna have to get this work, bro. If you don't want to get the work, good luck. Good luck with whatever you want to do, man. I don't have the answers to those trick questions to why you can or can't, but you know, that's on you to set a path, set some goals, and commit to it, and stick with the plan. Go ahead, Cinto.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying from what I heard everything you heard, and I also heard they were gonna right some wrongs for fighters by doing better business for fighters. That's what I remember saying. And I'm sorry, man, but from what I'm seeing, they're starting to do some of the same tactics that some of the other organizations are doing.
Santos, quick question. Did you hear when I asked Lonnie Thomas LT that what promotion company was the worst to deal with? Did you hear his answer?
Wait a minute, say it again now.
When I asked him earlier what promotion company is what was the hardest promotion company for him to deal with, did you hear his answer?
Who was that? I probably missed that. I probably missed that part, bro.
Yeah, LT was on here earlier, and we was talking about.
Oh, you talking about Lionel B? Yeah, I missed that question. Well, you asked him who was the hardest to deal with, and what did he say?
What promotion company is the hardest to deal with? And he said all of them are the same. And then we got to talking about the conversations that they have. And I told him the conversation and what they say. And he said, yeah, that's exactly what they say. And then we went into the conversation, and people may have thought possibly I was talking about PBC, but I'm talking about what I've seen fighters on Top Rank go through with my own eyes.
Right.
Golden Boy and PBC. So even, let's take the high, the 1,000 miles highest in the sky and look at this. Yes, their blueprint was one thing, and everyone developed with the same blueprint. We're going to treat the fighters right. Don King treating the fighters wrong. We're going to treat the fighters right. I'm going to do my own thing. I'm a Golden Boy. Top Rank treating the fighters wrong. We're going to go this way. I'm going to be, I'm going to do Golden Boy. I'm going to do whatever. They all came up with the same idea. But what is it about boxing that makes these promotion companies turn into this? And I think that's the questions that and the conversation that truly should be had. Not who's doing what, because they're all doing the same thing. And that's what I was saying earlier. They're all doing the same thing. But why?
It's all about that dollar bill.
I was going to say,
when they see this, when they have watched the evolution of boxing as far as the business side of it dwindle in sales on pay-per-view. Streaming is king now. And so they that's a big source of revenues that they have lost, that they're losing it. So now we're seeing the curtains being pulled down. We're seeing that all these promotional companies are in business to do what? Make the money, do the same thing. They all practicing the same bull crap. So because when pay-per-view sales were up, when record sales were up, you didn't hear a lot of people sweating and worried about the money part of it. But now that the sales are down, it's in boxing, it's in the record business, it's a problem. So you see the business side of it are doing the same practices.
It's low tide, and you can see things.
Let me ask you gentlemen a question then. Because, and I'm not taking shots at any of you gentlemen, I'm not saying anything like that, but we're using PBC for the example.
As a whole, we're talking about the business.
Yeah, I understand that, but I'm using PBC as a whole because, okay, fine, I won't use PBC. We'll use it for the whole. We'll use it boxing as a whole, meaning I'm talking about all the promotional companies that are putting on pay-per-views and about this bottom dollar line. who has come out as far as the representatives of these companies and saying this is why we're doing this is why we're doing that, versus this way? And the reason why we're going to go this direction is because the bottom line is being affected. Any of you gentlemen, who is saying that? I know we, the fans, are talking like that, but I want to know, coming from the businessmen, who is saying that?
So what I would say is, I don't care for anyone who decides to put their money over someone else's family livelihood. I've watched trainers lose homes, lose cars. I watched fighters go work at a fucking car wash because their business practice is to protect their money first and not their fighter. And that's not just PBC, that's all of them. This is why you miss out if you don't see some of our greatest fighters. Go ahead.
I understand that. That's not what I asked, though, bro. I asked you.
Yeah, he's not asking that, Combo.
Who are the businessmen?
That's what I'm trying to say.
Who are coming out and saying this is why we're going this direction because our bottom line is affected? Who's saying that?
Okay, no.
Shit, Bob Aaron come out and tell you that. Bob Aaron.
Yeah, he does tell you that. I was gonna say that because Bob Aaron said a lot.
Bob Aaron will tell
but let me
you,
say this.
No.
Go ahead.
Kyle. Then okay. Well, Kyle, I'll ask you. Kyle,
he did say that. He did say that on Barbershop Conversation. You're right.
Listen, Bob Aaron will tell you quick, nigga, I ain't making enough money off of this, so I ain't doing it. He don't really be gassing you up to think that something's going down. If it ain't making money, it ain't happening with Bob Aaron.
Okay. I'll
tell you. He'll tell you I lost money on this. I lost money on that, so I ain't doing that again. He'll tell you that. He'll tell you I'm not going. He'll say I'm not getting into the Canelo Alvarez sweepstakes because it's cost too much money and it's a headache. That's what he'll tell you. And then right after that, PBC dealt with Canelo and they was in trouble after that.
Yep.
No, you're right. I forgot he did say that on Fred's show on the Barbershop Conversation.
What kind of trouble? Wait, Kyle. What kind of trouble? That were PBC in?
The monies are down.
Bro,
man.
they can only put on so many events because Canelo took a lot of the budget.
When he fought Caleb Plant, that was in November 2 years ago. So
it wasn't 2 years ago.
Was it 21?
A
year and a half, whatever it was. Whatever it was. I'm just trying to see what he's saying on how that affected going forward. Is what I'm trying to. Is what I'm really getting to.
I literally just.
No, well, let me finish. Hang on, let me finish. So,
how you gonna ask me a question and say let me finish? Go ahead, bro.
Because I wasn't because Cinto was we're going back and forth for just a brief moment. So
hey, I'll be right back. I got a phone call. Hold on.
Go ahead, Steph.
Right. I'm trying to be very careful with my words, man, because I don't want to get into a situation where you guys think I'm being biased. But I totally disagree when it comes to that because I just don't see that. I'm going to piggyback off the Canelo situation. They fought in November. I thought that was like mid-November when they fought. Going forward, let's just say the next quarter one, which is the next 6 months from there, I got to go back and look at that schedule, and I want to see what big fights were actually that were made. If I'm not mistaken, I think Spence came and fought in April, the following year after that moment, or was that the same year? Am I thinking that wrong? No, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was right. He did fight the following 6 months after the Canelo fight. And then frankly, like, this goes back to what we were saying a couple conversations ago, Cinto. Look, brothers, not everyone's going to make it. Not everyone is the face. Not everyone is going to get paid. I'm talking multi-millions of dollars, man. I always say this. There's only a handful of guys. Just because you get a mill, there's a difference between $10 and $1 million, bro. A huge difference. And even that 1 and 2 is life changing. But I'm just trying to put it on that grand scheme, on that scale, and paint that for you. It's a big difference. There's only a handful of guys who are walking out of there with those type of checks. They're easy to spot, and I think it's well deserved for all the reasons that we could give them. Even if we disagree with those reasons on why they get that, that's just the blessing, bro. I don't know why Canelo gets all that shit. He's been highly touted and highly promoted. But I'm getting off. I'm getting off. I was just asking, like, since they gave Canelo all that money, how did that affect going forward? That's my question.
It affected them. I mean, now if they had, if the numbers in boxing on pay-per-view platforms was or had maintained to be as great as they used to be, they all would have got paid greatly with no problem. They would have banked some hell of money, and I'm sure they made some, but they didn't do what they wanted to do.
Well, I mean, at that time, Cinto, Caleb Plant was largely unknown. He's not a popular.
That's regardless of the point.
I'm using that for this situation, though.
But listen what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
That's what I'm saying. If you as a company feel that you have $50 million to put into a fight, it doesn't matter who's on either side of the corner. I mean, you want to have it. It matters that you got a headliner. It doesn't matter who he's fighting. Is what I'm getting at every time. $50 million is a lot of money. So you got to feel confident enough in the person the people in both corners to know that you can cover that $50 million and make some money. $50 million is not a sneeze. Apparently they had a level of confidence in Caleb Plant and knew that his fights were doing a certain amount they were producing a certain amount from his fights. I mean, he's no Canelo. He's not even Earl Spence or Tank Davis, but he had a following. But apparently they felt confident enough to put $50 million in a fight and give him 10 of them. And he had no problem getting that 10 million. So it's up to the whoever is investing the money to show that they have the money to pay and they can't afford to do it.
Wait, say that last part again. Say that last part again. I had enough money to pay.
It's up to whoever's investing the money to know that they have enough to money to invest in it and can show and prove that they have it.
So otherwise they pick and choose on whom they want to invest in.
Yes and no.
I'm going to give you that, and I'll also agree. Real fast, Jacinto. I agree with your yes and no as far as the mainstay, which is picking and choosing. But I also want to say they have the money.
It's not that they didn't have the money.
A lot of people say they don't. People say they're going out of business.
It took a big chunk out of their budget. Let me explain this to you. Okay, I heard you earlier say you're a contractor. You like me. You're a contractor.
Yeah.
Okay. You have to have a certain amount of money to operate minimum. You also know that before going into next month, or the month after, or maybe 6 months, or three, you might maybe every month or every 3 months or every 6 months. Or every year, you might try to project that you're going to do X amount of dollars in gross. Okay. Now, that's on the level of what you and I do. When it comes down to these corporations, they do projections of what expenditures and what profits they were, expenditures that they would be that would impact the business and what level of profits that they suspect to come in from the business. And from those numbers, they create a budget amount for operating expenses, to do business. And even though they do that, they know it's no guarantee that they're going to get the profit level that they estimate. They know it's a possibility they may lose money. And it's up to those corporations to have reserves to keep themselves afloat in case they do lose money. Now, each quarter or each year or semi-yearly, or however they're doing it, corporations give budgets to certain departments within their corporation. And you have to earn that budget back and exceed it, is what corporations expect for the heads of those departments and their staffs to do. So if you have already spent through the projected budget, the budget that they have allowed you to spend to operate with, and you got a short window and short money left from the budget that you've been given, no corporation that I know of is going to put more money into that budget unless they have a full 100% bulletproof guarantee that they're going to recoup those funds that they put additional in there and exceed that, which will be the profit. So
yes, sir.
The reason that Showtime and PBC wanted to put that fight off, that we shouldn't be talking about, off to this year, after they told us it would be last year, it's because that budget was eaten up a lot. And they had to put that fight off to next year, because see, when the next year comes in, guess what? You got a new budget. You got more operating money. And that's why we're getting the fights we're getting right now.
Okay. My response to that, Cinto, you see that last part about that fight that we don't really like to mention and talk about too much, I disagree with all that. That part.
Well, that's a huge fight. It takes a huge amount of expense.
Hang on. But this is the reason why I disagree with that. And then before I tell you that, I also want to tell you everything. Your examples of financing goes, I agree with that 100%. There's not much difference, from the examples I would probably give. But the reason why I disagree with that last fight statement, and then going into what I want to say now, is because, and now I want to talk about Showtime. I want to talk about Showtime and the IEPBC. You're right. They are given a budget, but I don't know this to be fact, but this is partly opinion based, and this is the factual. My opinion is based off the facts that were given to me, and where I got them from is I got them from Steven Espinoza himself. We just missed another. He just came and did another good interview with my boy Left on Chicken Talk. I'm gonna put a link out and let you guys go listen to that. But I've also got to talk to him myself about this personally, one-on-one, mano. Ask him all the questions. But I've said that shit a million times. But what I am gonna say in reference to Mr. Espinoza is that he has told us. I say a million times because I've said this many times. He's told us their budget format, how they make money, and where they're going to get it from. He's explained that very thoroughly. Now, I'm just talking about pay-per-views. As far as a regular show, a non-pay-per-view show, that's in accordance. That's that's the only way that wouldn't happen, as if everyone, if I listen to y'all, not y'all or you per se, but people running around saying they're going out of business, they wouldn't even do those shows. They wouldn't have a regular show.
Well, I never said it.
Well, I know, but if I listen to fans tell it, BBC and Showtime are going out of business. If that were true, they would not be doing a show on Saturday. They wouldn't be doing Caleb Plant versus David Bennett. They would not. if they were going out of business. Someone even mentioned and said, oh, they'll phase them out. Dude, corporations of this magnitude don't phase anything out. They just come out and tell you we're done. There's no sugarcoating that. But anywho, this is what I really want to say. Just talking about the pay-per-views. They don't, and this is, you remember when we said yes and no to Ash about that question about that picky choosy? Yes, I agree with that. Yes and no, because they will choose. In fact, prime example, I remember when Danny Garcia was fighting Jose Benavidez Jr., Stephen S. They Fight Hype. It's still up today. You can go and look at that. They asked him, they were just picking his brain. They were talking about Spence Crawford and what was to come. He said, my bosses, they want, and am willing to invest in Charlo versus David Benavidez. So to that yes and no part, yes, they pick and choose as far as investments. However, using my pay-per-view example, the budgets, it's already set. Why? Because they don't, it's not necessarily making, I got into an argument a couple weeks ago about this, or early this week about this. They don't make any money simply off that pay-per-view and just boxing. That's not how it is. Why? Because Steven said so. Steven said 90% of the funds, even the budget funds, definitely the profit fund. Wait, listen to me. The profit funds coming from the pay-per-view, it all goes to the fighters.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Well, okay. Well, we disagree there. Well, we disagree. Hang on. Cinto.
Okay.
Hang on. I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you rebuttal because I want you to rebuttal with this. That's one area where we disagree. That's one area where we disagree. You say no to that. I say yes to that. All the money goes to the fighters. You may know something I don't know. I may know something you don't know, or we just disagree. Let's just disagree right now on that. So we disagree on that. So the money is coming from the, in this case, Paramount, comes from them. They are the ones investing in this. Paramount does not care about pay-per-view boxing in the fashion and sense of like, oh, we're doing this because we need to make all our dollars back. No, they are the ones who are solely who are giving the boxing community the money to be dished out. If they did care like that, I don't think they'd even do pay-per-views, or it would even support Showtime Boxing as a whole. I really don't think so.
You do understand that we're in a capitalistic country.
Yes, and that's what we had the argument earlier.
Let me ask you this: Have you ever been on a board of a? Have you ever been a board member on a board of? Have you ever been a board member on a board of directors for a company?
No, I have not.
For a corporation?
No, I have not.
Okay, I have a big corporation, the YMCA, and those budgets get discussed in there. I also studied accounting for 2 years, and that's when I first learned about the how corporations deal with budgets. But I also saw it in action with the YMCA when I was a member of the board of directors. Now, for middle YMCA, one of the YMCA's of Middle Tennessee, but it also talks about the whole state of Tennessee. But anyway, and that's a nonprofit company, but they always made money, and the budgets that they set could not be exceeded without special permission, and they had to know that the money was going to be coming back in to them to replenish it. Also, because once they set those budgets, but it's up to those department heads and their staff to make profit to meet the minimal projected amount of gross that they said that they will earn for what that time period that those budgets were set up. In every corporation, not just the YMCA, but every corporation, the staff has to, even when I was in the car business, I had to give projections when I ran my departments of what we would possibly earn. Now, the next thing, we are in a capitalistic ran country when it comes to business. No corporation incurs a expense that, especially a for-profit company, they don't incur an expense and just say they don't care if they make money off of it to cover that or not. PBC has a cost factor to it. That money has to be made before people get paid. I know that for a fact. Once that money is covered, then the rest of it is split up between the promotion, the network, and the fighters.
Real quick though, Santo.
Now, hold on. Steven Espinoza does not have the green light to tell you and anybody else 100% of how they come up with these budgets, how they deal with their business. As him not being the top person in the Showtime organization, I'm sure he doesn't have that green light to do that to the public. Now, also, he knew the reason. Okay, if you think about it, we didn't get that fight that we wanted. They kept talking about a big fight in the month of December. It never happened. The big fight in December moved to January. I was there. The Tank fight. Why? Because they knew the budget was an issue, and they knew they had Paramount about to make that acquisition. That didn't just happen overnight. That stuff had to be discussed last year sometime, and they knew that. That's why they pushed those big fights off to this year. So don't think Steve is seen to be a cool guy, but don't think he's going to give you 100% of how they do business. That's not how it works, bro.
Listen. That's fair. But even with that last comment, sir, it means nothing in a sense because, like, that's not the reason why the fight didn't happen. That sole thing is not the reason why.
All those big fights got pushed over to this year. Tank fight was supposed to happen in December. Tank fight was a big fight. It was a big promotional fight. That fight got pushed over to January. It was supposed to be in December. I know for a fact because I was going to go. I was going to buy a ticket to it.
I mean, yes and no, but I don't think just because they changed their name, they stopped him from fighting.
I was buying a fight. I was buying a ticket for that fight regardless.
Okay.
And that fight got moved to January.
Okay, that's fine.
Because I was telling everybody.
What other big fights though?
Well, Spence supposed to fight last year.
What other big fights?
In spite of the other fight falling apart, he was supposed to still fight last year. They gave us 2 dates. Didn't happen. Then they said he was going to fight this year.
Because they changed their name, his 2 fights got scratched.
No, I'm saying he was supposed to fight irregardless of him fighting Crawford. They gave us 2 dates. November the 19th, they were keeping that date. And then they said December.
But Cinto, I would argue the man, all he says when you put or used to at this point, he only wants to fight one person. That one person said no. And to this day, he's still. I heard you.
Spence said out his own mouth, if Crawford and I don't fight, I'm fighting this year with or without him.
Okay, that's fine. Said. Okay, I remember that. I saw the tweet. I remember that just like yesterday. Who cares? That's fine. But where we disagree is I don't think just because they changed their name that he didn't fight those 2 dates. I don't believe that. We disagree there. We disagree.
If he says with or without, that means the name could possibly change.
Again, just because the name change from Showtime Sports to Paramount Plus does not mean
I ain't talking about that's
the reason why he fought.
Well, we on 2 different pages here.
No. Okay, well, let's refresh then.
Paramount didn't take complete ownership until this year. They were in the process of making an acquisition of the corporation for CBS last year. They didn't take complete ownership until this year.
Right. So just because of that, just because they were in talks of that and acquiring Show Sports, he didn't fight. I say no to that.
I say you're wrong. I'm gonna tell you why. Have you been within a company when they were about to be acquired by another company? Have you ever been a part of that? I have. Twice, as a matter of fact.
Okay, let me ask you this.
And a lot of stuff that we were planning to do as
How come Crawford
managers.
didn't use that for an excuse then?
He didn't. He probably didn't know. He's not on the inside with PBC and Showtime.
Okay.
So I was just telling you that Stephen Espinosa's not going to give you all the good.
But I'm looking. But here's the thing, though. I'm looking for actions. I'm looking for things that has been done, or someone said something. No, hang on. I'm talking. Hang on. They said, I'm looking for actions that whether it has been done or someone said they were going to do something and they did it. Crawford said the reason the fight didn't happen is because of money and timing. Now we're talking about just because they can't get their budget together because they're being acquired, that's the reason why the fight didn't happen. I said no to all of that. Why? And I just asked you again, Crawford didn't mention any of that. He didn't say anything about hey man, this fight's going to be mixed up because
what makes up a budget? What makes up a budget?
We're not talking about that. We're talking about
you just said it. Sir, you just said what Crawford said.
Cinto, we're staying on track here. We're staying on track.
I'm on track, brother. I'm listening to everything you say.
Okay.
Because you're contradicting yourself. I'm
not at all. I don't think I am, because at this point in the conversation, we're not talking about budgets. I'm rebutting to what you said. You said the fight didn't happen because they got acquired. And then we kind of did a little bit of...
I originally said that the money was not in the budget. Now, if you're going to tell me what I'm saying, you get it right. Or I'm going to tell you what I said. I said that the fight didn't happen.
I'm trying to rediscover that and tell you why I'm disagreeing with that.
The fight did not happen because they did not have the money in the budget to put all those fights together late last year, like they were talking about. That's why they were moving to the beginning of the year.
Put together?
And then they also, what they didn't tell all of us is that acquisition was happening with Paramount. None of us knew that last year. We didn't find out until recently when it happened. I'm arguing. The budget was not there for them for those fights.
When a company acquires another company, it takes a long time because they're going through all the books. They're checking over everything.
And I disagree with that, gentleman, to why the fights weren't made, is what I'm saying.
Oh, you can disagree what you want to, but at the end of the day, it didn't happen. Tank's fight. I know for a fact Tank fight was supposed to happen in December because I was going regardless, and it got pushed over to January the 7th.
I thought he had a court date, early December or the end of December. People are saying that now to why that fight can't be made because we're still waiting on court. I'm just saying what people are saying.
Man, do the government tell you every move they make? Truthfully.
No one tells you every move they make.
And no corporation.
No one ever tells you.
No corporation. Let me tell you something. In a corporation, they're only obligated to tell their shareholders what's really going on.
Hey, question.
They don't have to tell you and I.
Okay, so I just said no one does.
Hey, question, because I don't know the answer to this. I really got a serious question. Who's the CFO? Like, who's the CFO? Is it Espinosa?
No, he's just the head
of what?
He's just the head of Showtime boxing.
No, he's the president of all sports
or whatever.
Is what he is.
Yeah, sports.
He's the president of Showtime Sports.
But he's not
just boxing, all the sports.
So okay, then. So until we hear from a CFO, none of that matters because that's the way a corporation works. Everyone has their own position. The head accountant, the CFO, normally is the head accountant, and then they have budget analysts and everything that work underneath the department underneath for them. And then you have the president of the business whose job is to sell and sell the company and make sure the stakeholders or shareholders, whatever it is, feel comfortable with whatever the business is doing. Only the CFO and possibly budget analysts would know exactly what money they have to spend and how to spend it and if the money affected anything in their projection.
Right, Combo, and I've said continuously down through this conversation, but almost every conversation, who is saying that about any of these companies? Boxing companies.
But with that said,
who's saying what?
When he comes
no, hang on, I'm answering Combo's question. Or what I'm saying is what he said that I said but no one is coming out and giving anything of that type of debriefing or budgets or even talking about money. Period.
when you said that Espinosa came out after the Canelo issue, because y'all was talking about Canelo, and you said Espinosa
you can go look that up on
Tay
Jones. Well, Combo, go look up on Tay Jones's channel, because Tay Jones is interviewing Stephen Espinosa. He asked the very question that we keep debating about. Hey, man, where's all this money coming from? How's it delegated? Who gets what? What's the? Please give me something on that. And Stephen tells him and explains. And when you listen to that, you're going to realize everything that we're talking about. Because what I think now, what we're talking about is we're just making this more difficult. But when you listen to that, you're gonna be like, damn, that's not anything on what we're talking about.
So you just said who gives out the information when it comes to budget or monetary issues, finances, right? And then you just said when he's asked that, he gives that information.
And Stephen, you're gonna have to believe. You're either gonna believe him or you're not. So I mean, I don't know what to tell you. You're either gonna believe him or not.
What I'm saying is, if you're the IT guy, I'm not gonna ask you about the finances. You may have some type of input or insight, but you don't know the intimate details and the intricate details that goes into the formulation of the budget. You may have a broadcast or see.
Combo. Stephen Espinosa is a huge inaugural part of negotiations with fighters, brother. You don't have to believe me. But
the president of the United States doesn't know what every department they have does. They just get briefed as things go. So he's not going to know everything. That's what I'm saying. He's not going to know everything.
What Combo is saying, he said the entirety of Showtime is what he's saying. But what my man Steph is saying, that he is the president of sports, of the sports division for Showtime. So he's going to know a lot of things, but he may not know everything that like the Paramount deal. He may have known about a lot of stuff that was going on, but probably didn't know all the intimate stuff that was going on behind the scenes with the books and all.
He's not an SME. He's not a subject matter expert on everything.
Yeah, he's only subject. Yeah, he's only
let me assure you guys.
And then hold on. And then while you're going through acquisition, or when a company's being acquired, there's a gag order that goes in effect. You cannot speak about it, because what happens, it would affect it would affect stocks, which is inside trading issues. It will affect and if it affects the stocks and the value of the company, then it would affect the price that the company gets sold for or bought for on both sides. So it can affect the purchasing company and the selling company in a positive and or negative manner, as well as an employment matter, because then they have to look and do a real input of saying, hey, how do we get this lean? How do we cut? How do we clean this out? So the higher ups that do know, all they know is to get out there and sell themselves and try to secure their job. They won't know when, how, or actually what company or what venture group may be purchasing it out. They may have a list of them, or they might say they might know who's the most interested, but they're not going to have a date.
So Combo. So everything you just said is to why we don't get big fights. Understand?
Everything I'm saying is what I'm saying is that's why I don't ask those type of questions to those type of people. So I don't hold value in what them type of people say. That's where you're
gonna believe a YouTube channel, or wherever whoever says PBC is going broke, you're gonna believe them.
I'm going to believe life skills, life experiences, and what I've actually seen happen. So I don't get into, like I said earlier, I don't get into what the pay-per-view sold and all this, and I don't get into that. But just like any other business, any corporation, anything, it all has to operate underneath of the same format, some way. You may tweak it a little bit here and there, but it's still going to be the same thing. So I don't ask the janitor how to change the light bulb. It's not going to happen. He might know, but he don't know that it's really a balance in there that's converting it from 460 to 220, and I'm still going to electrocute myself. He doesn't know that.
Right.
He might be the chief engineer. He might be the head welder. I'm not going to ask the head welder how to lay this pipe. Yeah, he welded. He tack it together. He get it together.
You're supposed to ask me that. I know how to lay pipe. You can ask me that.
I know, because I remember.
Combo, okay, real fast. I took offense to that, bro. That is what I do. I'm a pipe fitter and pipe welder. My job is to assemble, lay out, and fabricate piping structures. If you don't ask me on how to lay it down, who else are you going to ask to lay it down?
No, he was saying you don't ask the janitor, man.
I heard that, but he also said the next example, and I'm not trying to get crazy with you. I'm just saying, dude, who else could you, in that situation, ask to lay the pipe down? There's only one person who knows how to do it.
You ask me. I'm not. I don't have your credentials, but I lay pipe real well.
Yeah, but I got a certificate and I get paid to do it.
I get paid. I get paid to lay pipe too. Hey, I get paid to lay pipe too.
But look, real talk. Hey, look, fellas, it's been real, man, and I'm glad we're at this space right now. But none of us may never know 100% truth of what happened with that situation. So that's why Cal said let's stop talking about it. And I agree with him. But I'm gonna say this: it's been real. I love y'all, man. Truly. I'm gonna lay it down now because I got to pick my man Shelton up from the airport. So it means I got to move a little bit earlier tonight. And plus my body may cramp up. I got some. I thought I was laying. Okay, I said I was a pipe layer, but I think my girl worked the heck out of me. I'm cramping up like it's something going different places, man. So with all that being said, man, I want to wish y'all a great weekend. Enjoy the Super Bowl, and let's just keep it on the love tip, man. And I appreciate y'all, brothers, man.
Yep. Be cool.
Man down. I'm out.
All right, brother.
All right. Hey, man. All right, so in the words of the great philosopher Lil E, man, I want y'all to breathe air and live life. It's always a tree and prayers me. Thank y'all for breaking bread with me, man. With that, we are out. Steph, last words.
Yep.
Y'all
be cool. Be well, man. I'll at you.
All right, I might go live in an hour or so.
All right.
All right.
All right. Bye.